Hello, everybody. Audio is good.
Oh, I don't know how you turn the audio off on this thing.
Around the F2 button, somewhere in that range.
That's the
There it is.
brightness.
Or you can turn the volume down on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
All right. Hope everyone is doing great. We're going to be plugging this a lot because what are we starting off with right now? How many?
158 is last I saw.
158. Would it be crazy to have a goal of 200 people tonight?
Well, I think our site manager, is going to get a little nervous if we get too high because I don't know if it's going to stay live or not.
Well, then that means I give him a debit card number and we have to do a website.
Yeah.
So.
You got your blue eyes too.
I've never gotten a debit card number.
We'll just use yours. You don't need it.
Yeah, you will never recognize with all the other charges that it planned in.
It's accurate. as long as you charge a $4.95 fee. At casinos. ATMs.
Where's my incognito? There we go. Oh, will you put the link in the comments?
Yep, about to do it right now.
Ronnie, go ahead and do that. I'm busy.
I got the link memorized.
Oh, do you? I don't.
Yeah.
I have to type in HSH and it pops up.
I
So
got
for
it
me, so
memorized.
I do have it on my phone, like a little app thing that is on the bottom.
Since we did it Wednesday night, I literally get on there like every hour. I feel like just to check on it. I'm obsessed with it right now.
So get ready to go on the YouTube link. Is the link to the High School Huddle Pick'em, and hopefully you guys can pick every single week.
I mean, if you want to have a chance at the champs, you better
So
pick every week.
Get in there and pick those. Hit the link and sign up. It's absolutely free. Yeah. So we're gonna be going over that a few times, but if you have any questions, let's do this. So, oh wow, thanks, Matt. Let's go. Best show on the tube. Man, that's a lot of pressure going into the show. Grant taking shots at Ronnie.
What do you say now?
Hunter Shepard. Phil lost his mouthwash, it seems.
What?
That's what Hunter's saying.
I have 14 bottles of mouthwash, and that's just in my bedroom.
Opie says, good afternoon. Oh, week 0 is here. Hey, Opie. Big night.
Big night.
Patrick, I love the Pick'em site. Thank you. Yeah.
Grant, I have a lot of tech skills, buddy. I have to have a lot of tech skills because I have to know all this stuff when running a business because Sarah has no tech skills.
What it do, TJ?
Iceman Paul, wow.
Hey there in his house. Got a cool show. We'll have Don King at 6:20, Doug Nelson at 7:20. I think Jordan Davis will join us next week. So
Doug Nelson and the GOAT.
We saw him a couple weeks ago, actually.
I'm just out of the loop.
Don. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He has I love that memorabilia section he has in his man cave.
Yeah, it's nice. Was it George Foreman?
I think so.
Yeah.
Super nice place.
T.
My
Fred.
chair's off. My chair's off. What happened?
You probably broke it.
Again?
Oh, Tony's been sitting there probably today.
We have a lot of people in here lately. It's going to be busy next week too.
We need a tip jar in here.
Running up the utility bill.
I'm just glad there's air in here tonight.
That was rough.
Last
about
week.
3 days last week. 2 days, really. They did a good job getting out.
Yeah.
On it.
It was.
They were out here.
I don't know what day I came, but the next day I came, it was fixed.
They were here Thursday. He came that night, and then the next day they were out here and got it fixed.
It was fixed.
Yeah.
He's always gotten it fixed.
Yeah,
fast.
great guy. Does a good job.
Leslie Dayton's in the house. So happy about the Pix app. I don't need my notebook anymore.
Exactly
Yeah.
what I said. Didn't I say that the 2 minutes after we start talking about this?
Well, she wins them. So
Yeah.
We've never verified any of her picks.
No, I've seen the notebook.
and I believe her.
Okay. That's how you get taken advantage of in life.
TJ, any news on Kip Tulsa scrimmage? No.
We're thorough, but we're not that thorough.
I did see the Shakota Salisal little skirmish that we talked about last week. Did see a video of that. Hunter says, I got double football games this week, so I got a chance at 2 really good ones. Where are you going to be at, Hunter? We got 2 games this week as well. Where is Hunter going to be?
There it is. I was wondering.
Any news on Kip Tulsa scrimmage? I don't even know what happened at the Kip Tulsa scrimmage. Jones and Lincoln tomorrow. Everybody's going to be at Jones and Lincoln tomorrow.
Should be a great one. Got a lot of good ones.
Aaron, enjoyed the show, guys. You all do a great job. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. Hunter's Washington and Perkins Friday. Of course it's Washington. We're doing Jones Lincoln Thursday, Guthrie Tuttle Friday. I'm not even sure what games might be next Thursday, so
we get to see Hunter tomorrow.
There's going to be a lot of people on the sideline tomorrow. A few that I'm aware of.
Well, they got to have their passes.
Productions. Tuttle?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to be on the sideline, they better have their passes like us. Or all access pass.
Lincoln Jones?
No, Tuttle.
Oh, Tuttle. Oh, yeah.
Tuttle game.
And you get games on Thursday this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
You gave Grant a new name? Productions Marlowe versus Marlowe. I think you meant Millwood versus Marlowe, right? There you go. He fixed it. Productions did you go to the football scrimmage? And if so, how did Noah Torres look in the new uniform? Dun, dun, dun.
Had a couple people in the poll say they have not got their picks in. Well, they better get the picks in.
Yeah.
Got until Thursday, 6 o'clock. Get
Audio.
your picks in.
Oh, I got to plug my audio in.
Oh, 2, 1, 0.
Hello and welcome to the High School Huddle. Football season is here. The games are here. It is week 0 and you are with us. So glad you're with us all season long, all the way through the state championships in December at Chad Richardson Stadium on the campus of University of Central Oklahoma. It is going to be a fun season. The weather is cooling down, so that is great news as well. Along with Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We welcome you into the first game week show of the year and has finally arrived. Once it hits about July, this July to August takes forever.
It really does.
Got a reason to live again, Chris?
Absolutely. So, man, all the comments are coming in. Keep those rocking and rolling. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We've gone over 800 subscribers on that. We're making our way to 1,000 in just not even a year and a half on this page. But yeah, this is great. And we're breaking down games. We're making our top 10 games tonight.
Yeah, just speaking of subscriptions, we've gained over 80 plus, Phil, since last Wednesday when you made the remarkable wager to the booster clubs.
What did I say?
Yeah.
What did I do?
You're giving somebody $1,000 check.
Oh, that's okay. I do that every week, seems like. Jeez.
But we've gained over 80 subscribers since
Yeah,
that.
no, that's cool. And I
appreciate that.
That will be fun to be able to do that later in the year and support a quarterback club. You know, that's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Do you like quarterback club or booster club?
I like quarterback club.
Yeah.
Booster club to me, okay, what sport are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I like that. Yeah,
Well,
I agree.
like
when we
this.
grew up, it was the quarterback club. So I think it's also what you know.
What about the dugout club?
That sounds dumb.
Baseball.
I like it.
But at least you know.
I like it, Chris.
Yeah.
Dugout?
Or the pitcher.
Why
club.
the pitcher? Why can't it be the utility player?
because that's the guy on the mound that's going to make you win or lose.
Got a fun show at 6:20 tonight. We'll be visiting with Don King, one of the best there is in
GOAT.
the state of Oklahoma. And at 7:20, Doug Nelson will be visiting us at 7:20. So a couple Tulsa guys, a lot of activity up in the Tulsa area this off season. We'll talk about Jinx Trojans, Lincoln Christian, a lot of news with Lincoln Christian in the summertime. So we'll get to thoughts not only on Jinx and Lincoln Christian, but all the happenings up in the Tulsa area as well.
Is Dawn? Where are they playing? They're playing at the Cotton Bowl, right?
Yep.
Right?
Is Dawn down there now?
No.
Okay. Is he going down? Leaves tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
right?
I messaged him and go, is Wednesday night a travel night?
Yeah.
I think he's going to head down there on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, real quick, you got two of the nicest men I've ever met on the same night. I mean, if there's a nicer guys than Don King, and I'd like to meet them.
I know.
I mean, they're just genuinely good dudes.
Well, Kenny.
Huh?
Kenny.
Well, that goes without saying.
Okay.
Well, I thought we all knew that.
Yeah,
I think
it's like
everybody,
breathing air.
everybody knows that already. So I see Kenny in the chat as well. So we'll have those guys here in a little bit. We're going to do this a couple bit. Of course, the third and final segment that we'll have tonight is our pick'em, and hopefully everybody has gone there that's watching right now. It is the High School Huddle pick'em, and we're going to have our top 10 games of the week, and we're going to go through those. But we want you to join us all season long. If you haven't done it already, the link in the link is in the comments. Go down there. It's under the High School Huddle comments. Click that link in our YouTube chat. We're live on Facebook too. We invite you to come over to YouTube to subscribe, thumbs up, and hit that subscription button or that link to this High School Huddle Pick'em. You're going to go in there, you're going to type your name, and then you're going to type a PIN code, and that PIN code is what you're going to use all season long. After you do that, load the picks, and then here are the top 10 games of the week that we're all going to be picking in our third segment every week of the show. So, like right now, you go into the statistics part of this site. Big, huge thank you to Grant Oliver for putting all this together, and Phil was there too. But right now, 88% of the people think Bixby is going to beat Owasso. This is just one example. Mustang Choctaw is a toss-up right now, 51-49%. How close is that? And right now, there's 161 submissions on there, and we want you to get on there so you're locked in for the rest of the year. And that also you can pick every single game, hopefully, throughout the entire season. And don't miss a week.
Who's the season champion? What do they win?
Don't know yet.
Oh, boy. This is usually when I say something stupid.
Yeah. You're going to hold off for a little bit because we can maybe do it later.
And that link to the High School Huddle Pick'em page is pinned, so you don't have to go searching for it. It is right there.
It is pinned. So thank you so much for checking that out. We started with 158 before the show?
Yep.
Okay. A weird goal for us is to have at least 200 tonight. I think we can. I think this needs to be in the thousands, but I think we can get at least 200 tonight.
We'll kick it off.
Yeah. So that is the goal here. So
possible chance for weekly prizes if we find some good sponsors, and for sure we're definitely going to have some for the season winner overall.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of picks, Hunter says still looking to have a bounce back season on his picks.
Well, this is the first year since the year I was the champion. You guys asked me to make silly picks and do silly things, and so I agreed.
But you always say I'm serious.
But I drew a line this year, and I said, this is a year I'm going to get back to really analyzing the games and being serious about my picks.
I can't wait to hear what you had on that Mangum Thomas game.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas.
Like
Give you a little teaser.
We want to get your insights on that because I haven't made my decision.
I don't share my insights.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You're kind of let everyone wait till
I'm close to the vest.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, K Dizzle, good to see you this year. Who do you got, Beggs or Shikoto? I think we'll get to those here in a little bit on that. So that's coming up here. We do have some other things that we want to talk about before we have Dawn on here to talk a little bit Tulsa football in the Tulsa area. Of course, those Jinx Trojans who are playing in the Cotton Bowl. That's going to be kind of cool.
That's a cool experience.
That'd be really fun.
That's going to be really cool to see there. So last year, when you look at Chris Hayes, the background picture looks good. Yeah. It's a couple.
Chris, we knew you'd like it.
Yeah, a couple Elgin Owls in the background, and that's another great thing that we need to promote as well. Hunter Shepard supplies almost every photo that we have for our football and softball show. But there are some great photographers out there, and if you have a favorite photographer, or if you get a great shot, send it to us, and we'd love to have it on the background. That is a couple Elgin Owls last year. So yes,
couple that kid that's receiving the ball. Not only is a hell of a football player, he's a stud on the wrestling mat too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When you mentioned that move he did the last 5 seconds of the match to win it was insane. Yeah. One of the greatest things I've ever seen in high school wrestling. It was crazy.
Yeah, he's a special kid.
Wow.
Nice, super nice kid too. Got to know him a little bit. Last year we did the Carl Albert tournament.
Malcolm Wade.
Yep. And got to talk to him there, and then throughout the year just getting to know him a little better every time I ran into him. He's a super
He can scoot
kid.
too, boy. He can scoot.
Yeah, no, he's going to be a different look than, take your hat off, Ritz and Myers, but he I miss him so much. but anyway, no, he's going to be a different look. You know, he was a big part. He was one that gave Ritz some breaks and did a lot of good things, and you know, it's going to be a different look, but he'll be effective.
Chris Frost likes it as well. The High School Huddle site manager lets us know that.
I'm guessing that's Grant with a G.
Yeah, that is Grant. Yeah.
What's his pay?
Very good.
Oh boy,
very handsome.
Yeah.
But Mangum, not to be confused with Magnum, Mangum has some good moving from Altus, he says. Yes, and we will be talking about Mangum here a little bit as well. But Junk is with us here tonight as well.
Right.
And Leslie says, you even made it easy for Howard to make the picks. Yeah, thank you. We're not calling Howard out, but if Howard can make the picks that easy, everybody can make those picks. Well, and he gets to have his own voice this year.
Yeah.
I think Howard's been making Leslie's picks all these years, and he's a good, supportive husband.
I'm not going to argue against that, Phil.
I mean, Leslie, I love you, but I think Howard's been in the shadows this whole time.
I agree.
K Dizzle says, I already bought my Broken Arrow at Bixby tickets.
I love it.
Do we reveal it now?
No.
What?
Now?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, yeah, wait.
All right.
Good teaser.
I was hoping you guys play along with that. Good job.
Ronnie, you're up. Got a text.
All right. We will do
this
that.
link for pickup?
Who's that?
One of our friends.
One of our friends.
Oh, okay.
One of our friends.
Gotcha. Okay, so I want to bring this up because we're going to have Don here in about 10 minutes. So last year, we talked about the in-state kids with OU. If memory serves me right, Oklahoma only brought in one Oklahoma kid last year.
Yeah.
That's on the OU roster right now. Scholarship player. I think there might be some walk-ons, but that was the Rejoice Christian quarterback, wide receiver. Xavier Okafuwizi.
Easy for you to say.
Is the only one. But this year seems to be a little bit better year for the Oklahoma Sooners as far as in-state kids.
Yeah.
Now, there are some in the senior class that are going outside of the state of Oklahoma, including who I think is the best player in the state, in Samaj Stanford at Broken Arrow. There's some bunch of good ones, and there's arguments for every one of them. But from what I saw last year at the state semifinals and the state semifinals last year in Claremore, he was, you can tell.
He's real deal.
Really good. Yep. And he is headed to Oregon. Yep. Another good one, Case Alexander, is headed to Penn State. And Matt Campbell has always came in here and done a great job of getting Oklahoma kids to Iowa State. I think he's going to have a better chance getting them to Penn State.
Yeah, I think a few years ago he got a kid out of Norman North, I believe, and he ended up beating the Sooners that one year.
Kolar?
Yeah. At Iowa State, I believe.
NFL.
Yeah.
Well, and I think Campbell, he's that guy, this from what we see on TV, right? He's that guy that can absolutely come to a state like Oklahoma, and he's going to connect with the families. Absolutely. He's going to connect with the kids. I'm a big Campbell fan.
Yeah,
I like him a lot.
I am too.
And when he got that Penn State job, I was happy for the guy. I wanted him to get out of Iowa State.
Yeah. Well, and just there was
Big 12 in general.
In general, yeah.
And there was other years he could have gone somewhere else, but he stayed until a really good, great job opened up.
Yeah. Great job.
Is a great job.
Yeah.
So
and it's good for he's going to be able to go play with his brother, and that's what a cool experience that would be. Not too many kiddos get to play Division I football with their brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's a neat thing.
Of course, Case Alexander is the linebacker / tight end at Washington again this year. Another kid leaving the state, Caleb Dillard. The Jinx wide receiver, headed to the University of Florida.
Yep.
That's another
go
kid
wrong there.
Going outside of state. Joseph Graves, who is back at Booker T. Washington after spending 2 years at Booker T. and then went to IMG Academy, came back. He's headed to Kansas State. The Yukon kid, Daniel Yebit, I believe his name, Yebit, is headed to TCU. And then the first Oklahoma State University one you see on this list that I'm looking at, there's a couple there. The Jinx offensive lineman, Aroru, I always mess that name up, and also Israel Hammonds from Choctaw. But the Sooners have 4 kids that I'm aware of at this time. Cooper Hackett, the Fort Gibson
Stud.
lineman, who
Not playing this year.
he's out with an injury. They say he could come back for the playoffs, but if you got a scholarship to OU and
He ain't come back.
Yeah.
it's going to be tough.
He ain't gonna play basketball either.
And
this
that's
year.
what Ronnie and I, we didn't know he played basketball until the state tournament. And then here he comes running out. That's
Yeah, it was more like this. Hey, Chris, can you tell me which kid's going to go to OU?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, the guy in the layup line. That guy right there, 6'7", 245 is not too hard to see there.
He's only 245.
Last reported, yeah. Caden Penny, the Bixby offensive lineman, also headed to Norman. Gabe Osborne, Mustang, started at Putnam City, now at Mustang. He's in the argument as the top player in the state as well. He's headed to Norman. And Graydon Howell, the Broken Bow quarterback. He won't be a quarterback on the next level, but he's I think
He's
he
an athlete.
might be a receiver type player maybe. He's also headed to the Sooners. So one last year, and got 4 so far this year, and I think 2028 has a pretty good in-state athletes as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is the list. It's just a little bit different. It's just different from year to year on that situation. So
I think OU has like one of the top 27 classes in the country as well. So kudos to those 4 for sure.
And I know we live in Oklahoma, but if Brent Venables is recruiting you, then you have to be a good human too.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt.
I mean,
His culture is non-negotiable.
yeah.
Non-negotiable with him.
And that's a big thing in today's world with the transfer. And he doesn't want, you're going to be here. We want you here.
You gotta buy in.
People are going to move out, transfer.
Not to mention he's a door greeter at his church in Norman.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Hey, how you doing? You ready to go to church? Yeah, praise the Lord.
Celebrate Jesus, baby.
I think it was his second year here when he was down at Chad Richardson Stadium, and I was doing sideline. Remember, and I was talking.
You're not going to go into full details on this, are you?
I gotta leave some stuff
Okay,
out, but,
thank you.
But to protect Coach, no. But so we got to talking, and he had other members of his staff, and we're having a conversation. And I remember, you guys remember what I told you when I came. Now I'm a acknowledged Oklahoma State fan, and I walked. Remember what I told you?
Yeah.
Said, I love the Sooners. He's such a nice guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, just a solid human being.
Yeah, you got the Oklahoma State Cowboys winning the Big 12, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hear me now, believe me later.
Catch 'em Gregory watching over on Facebook. Says Hope Tonkawa wins it all.
Oh, you don't have to hope. That's done. Ronnie and I picked him.
You're hurting Leslie's feelings. You're picking on her, basically.
No, Leslie.
How dare you?
I'm not. You know what? I apologize.
Adair is playing Gravette, Arkansas this Friday. 4A Arkansas versus 2A state champions Adair by 50.
By 50.
Courtney checking in.
There's our girl.
And K Dizzle says South Lake Carroll and Jinx. He's got a score there. And we'll be talking about that. And we'll have Don King here in a little bit. I promise you he'll have that game broken down.
I'm not saying a word till after Don talks. He's been studying that for months.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the notebooks
can you imagine?
on that one. Yeah.
We went. It was a couple years.
Because it's a special extra game, so he's going to be a little more.
Yeah.
You remember a couple years ago, we were calling the 6A semis over on the Tulsa side, and Jinx was one of them that was playing.
Claremore.
And so we're sitting there going, man, we don't know. I said, you said, go over and see if Don's got anything like a roster or something. So you remember this? So I go over to get a Jinx roster. He gives me 14 pages breaking down offense, defense. I mean, he said, "Yeah, here I got an extra copy." And I'm going,
True professional.
"Good Lord!"
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, he is a true professional.
You're looking like for an appetizer, he gave you the whole meal.
He gave me more than that.
8-course meal.
Yeah.
So we'll have Don here in a few seconds. A few reminders. We're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and I love it. We start talking here. I start thinking other stuff as you start talking, and others as you guys start talking. Go back and listen to it. It's great in the truck. It sounds good. It gets me to the point A, point B a lot faster.
Yeah.
I've heard Tracy Lawrence songs 800 times each
This week.
So this week, and so it's cool that we have it back there because it makes road trips so much easier. It's always cool when you see like High School Huddle, Bobby Bone, all these big ones.
Your logo.
Yeah. It's really cool there. So K Distel's giving all of his picks. You gotta wait.
Jeez, third segment.
for the third segment.
We just started.
So and also
Does he know about the app?
I'm sure K Diz knows about the app.
He's
Hopefully
throwing his picks around like he doesn't.
So what else? So games are Thursday and Friday. We're traveling to Jones, Oklahoma.
Can't wait to eat at the Texas Roadhouse there in town.
Yeah.
They have one, right?
Well, next to the Barnes and Nobles, right?
Jones, I mean,
I'm not reading the book, but I'll eat a steak.
they're building towers there.
Oh boy.
We do have a few more seconds here or minutes or so in the segment. You traveled to Holdenville, Oklahoma today.
I went to the future state champion Holdenville. Don't tell me. Holdenville.
Oh boy.
We had this.
Don't stop.
At 10 o'clock.
Stop.
This morning.
Holdenville
Remember?
Wolverines.
Yeah, because they're playing the
Miami Wolverines.
Yeah, there you go.
And went to stop to have a hamburger. The best hamburger I've had ever in the state of Oklahoma was had today in Holdenville. A little tiny diner. Oh my God.
Best
so
food
good.
is in small towns.
So good. Hand cut fries, but this hamburger was fresh. Took like 20 minutes to get our hamburger, and the whole time I'm going, not even bothered by this because that sucker's going to be good. Man, it was so good. Table of guys sitting there, the guy that we were going there to meet with, he takes over and he says, "Yeah, this is my friend Phil." And and
do my friends from Adair feel like you've been cheated on? Keep going, Phil.
well,
Yeah, Courtney already called him out on it.
I didn't even see the comments.
Yeah, Courtney already called him out
Tell
on
us
it.
more about Holdenville, Phil.
tell you what, Court, you become a client, I'll drive there. We'll have a hamburger together. I'll even buy. But anyway, he takes over this table. There's 8 or 10 guys like you see in all the small towns, like you see with our group, right?
Yeah.
And he says, my buddy, so they do this high school show on Wednesday nights. What's that called? And this guy goes, High School Huddle, you're the bald guy. I said, that is me. I am the bald guy. But they love their Wolverines in Holdenville.
Did you drive by the football field?
I did. Oh, well, I'm not going to say that on the air. I got something to tell you after we get off the air. I don't want to cause any problems.
Oh, for Adair or for you?
Neither.
Oh, that is good stuff. So, all right, I'm ready to take a break. I'm hoping technology works and Don King pops up on the screen any second there. I told him 6:20, so that means 6:20.
Yeah.
So let's do this because I definitely got to type his name in. I almost forgot to type his name in on there. So
He needs no introduction.
that's exactly right. Jared says, "Dang, sorry I'm late. Good evening, gentlemen." And
Jared.
Phil.
Why am I last?
You're not a gentleman.
Productions is at Jones.
Oh, wait. Wait, put that back up.
Okay.
Oh, Jared. Man. I'm probably the nicest guy out of all three of us. Ronnie?
Huh?
So I'm probably the nicest guy out of all three of us. Consistently. Chris is unapproachable.
That's because you want something.
I don't want anything.
No?
Have I ever asked you for anything?
I mean, yeah, we've both asked favors from each other before.
Who was your first client?
You.
Okay. Enough said.
I'm nervous because I forgot to put Don's name in there and I can't find where it's at.
Oh,
So,
sweet Jesus.
but I haven't seen Don yet. So technology, I'm getting a little nervous that the technology is not there.
We might need our, what do you call him, site manager?
I guess what he called himself.
To run production,
Oh,
too.
site manager. Yeah. I'm sure it's going to work. I just, I don't have it here in front of me yet.
You can't screw up on Don.
It worked this morning. So
it did?
It's worked the last 3 weeks with softball. So we'll see here. But okay. Ketchum will be at Jones as well. I think everybody is going to be in Jones tomorrow.
It'll be in Jones or Tulsa.
Yeah.
Well, University of Tulsa, one or the other.
Yeah, Battle of the Burbs. We'll be talking about that as well. Phil's got a friend here.
It's Opie.
Yeah, Phil's very nice. My wife said so, and she is always right.
I am nice.
All right, with that, let's take our opening timeout. You guys be prepared to carry the show if I have to
It's a lot of pressure.
do a lot of production over here, so hopefully it all works here in a little bit. All right, take your time out, come back. Hopefully we'll have Don King. His side is working, so make sure our side is working at 6:20. So we'll take our opening timeout. This is the High School Huddle.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Welcome back inside the High School Huddle, segment number 2. We are still efforting Don King. We'll see.
Chris is officially nervous.
I am officially nervous. It worked this morning, so I'm making sure with the softball show, so I'm making sure it stays here working as well. So
You got me a little nervous.
I know this is
I don't like it when you do that.
a little different. So Ronnie, Phil, and Chris with you. Games are being played this week, and there's one team, guys, in 6A football that I'm a little nervous for this year.
I know who it is.
I need to pull up their schedule, but
Go to you.
yeah, I'm nervous for the Union Redhawks.
No doubt.
I will say this: since moving to the Redhawks, they have not won a state championship in football.
Oh, yeah.
So Union 5-7 last year. Antonio Graham is the coach there. He played at Tulsa Union. Remember last year we were talking about all the different coaching changes.
Tough to go home.
Travis Hill, Blankenship, Antonio Graham, Condit. There's a bunch of changes out there. But Union last year 5-7, and you look at their schedule this year. At Bentonville, I have no idea what that. I don't know.
That's not good.
It's not good.
Broken Arrow,
Loss.
Choctaw,
Should be
Jinx,
loss.
Tulsa, Washington,
That should be a win.
Yukon,
That's a win.
Moore,
Win.
Deer Creek,
Win.
Santa Fe,
Win.
Owasso.
Loss.
So, man, I just 5 wins last year, and then you got to come back this year, and you know it's heavy on their minds the offseason, and we only won 5 games. We're Union, and then Union has no choice but to play a good schedule.
Yeah.
Because they're Union.
Yeah. And
I mean, if you go 5-5 or 5 wins in 2 years in a row,
Ain't good.
And the other 4 big time schools there are getting
all
better.
winning. Are all
Like
winning.
Broken Arrow's getting better every
Well-
year. They were down the dumps a few years ago. Now they're winning. Owasso's continuing their winning ways. And of course, Bixby and Jinx, I don't really say much about those 2 programs as they're the last 2 programs to win in 6A.
Well, Wasso's been to the state championship the last 2 years in a row.
right?
Yep.
I mean, they got a legend on the coach as head coach this year,
And you can
last year and this year.
And there's 4 spots in 6A1 semifinals. You know, Jinx has taken one of them.
Absolutely.
They've been there for.
Yeah.
I don't even try to begin to guess. Don will have that number here in a few seconds, but he'll have that number.
Hope.
Yeah, no, he's here.
Oh.
So, that's just the team. Maybe, we're going to get some information on not only Jinx, but from the Tulsa area from Don here in a little bit. But that's just the one team. Maybe Don can talk me off. And I know they got a nice player that moved in over there. So,
well, I see that one comment to the Bixby games out of Wasso. Thoughts? I've always said this. I don't think, and I'm really serious when I say this, I don't think there is such a thing in 99% of the games as a home field advantage at high school. At high school. In high school.
Okay, we're going to make that a poll question.
Yeah, I mean, I just really don't. I think the best team in high school, the most talented team, typically wins.
Yeah, is there a high school? We're going to put a poll in there. Is there a home field advantage in high school football?
Yeah.
That's our first poll question of the night. And then also with our new Pick'em contest, we'll be able to maybe look at the home teams and break that down as well. So with no further, let's bring in our special guest of the night. It is Don King, the voice of the Jinx Trojans. He does so much more than that. It's a little off screen there. We'll get that fixed here. But Don, I'll get you fixed in a second. But thanks so much for joining us once again. And boy, you have a fun week here coming up.
I do indeed. If there's one high school that has a home field advantage, it'd be Lincoln Christian. They've won 50. Other than that, I kind of like you, Phil. There might not be much of a home field advantage.
Yeah.
For most, but Chris, back not to derail. I'm already late, and I had deleted my Zoom app because I went to Mexico for vacation and had to delete a bunch of apps. So I apologize for the delay. Yes, great game tomorrow night, Cotton Bowl. Doesn't
but
get
just
much
so you know, Don is not the
Elgin
football coach.
head football coach.
Is not the Elgin.
Yeah.
We'll work that here in a second. Don, I'll get that fixed in a second. I got it. So we'll talk Jinx first here real quick.
Okay.
Talk about how weird it's going to be for your football season. 9 regular season games, and only 3 of them inside Jinx's home field. That's going to be a little different.
Yeah, it's very rare. What happened was when they redistricted in the spring, Santa Fe, who usually is our season opener, moved into our district. So the Trojans tried to find somebody to play them in game 1. Couldn't.
Not a lot of people want to volunteer for that.
No. Anyway, they went to they started looking at teams in Texas and found South Lake Carroll, who had originally had a team already scheduled to play, and then 2 weeks later that team bowed out. So South Lake Carroll called Jinx and said, "You guys still need an opponent? If so, why don't we play down here, make it a big deal?" And so they decided, and were able to arrange to play at the Cotton Bowl.
Wow.
Is that a 1-year deal or is that a 2-year deal?
2-year deal. It's assumed that it will be played at the Cotton Bowl next year, but that's not a guarantee yet. Jinx then had to find a week 2 opponent, and is going to Rogers, Arkansas, a great Arkansas opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Week 3 with Bigsby out of the district. They want to continue to play the Spartans. They'll play them at TU in week 3. Then we get a bye, and then we start the district season with Union, and finally a home game with Owasso.
Wow.
So the first 5. And then Enid bowed out of the district, so we lost week 10. Enid said they didn't want to play anybody in the district, and lo and behold, I haven't exactly looked at their schedule. I've got it written down, but I know they're not playing the teams in the district like Union, Owasso, and Jinx.
Yeah.
And so they didn't want to play those teams. And Chris Ellerick is a good coach, Hall of Fame coach. And I understand where Enid's coming from. I think that's one thing that has to be discussed here in the years ahead is this is so Jinx will be off week 10, and then the first round of the playoffs should they finish first and second in the district. And I just think, Texas moves their teams up. Some other states move teams up and down, and I just hope that we can get to that sometime.
And Don, go back to Jinx playing in the Cotton Bowl. With only three games, Jinx has more resources, a lot of resources compared to other schools across the state. Is there any incentive for those 2 schools, Jinx and South Lake, to come because they're giving up a home game to be there? Is there any incentive for them to play in that game financially?
For the Trojans?
Correct.
I'm not sure of the finances. I don't think so. I don't think either get Cotton Bowl for appearing there. And I'm not sure how much the Cotton Bowl is renting or, is charging these two teams to do it. ESPN, when they agreed to this, they went to ESPN, and ESPN tentatively agreed to televise the game on Friday night. But Texas does not allow live high school broadcast on Friday night. So they moved the game to Thursday. And then it's my understanding ESPN bowed out. And so WFAA in Dallas, I believe that's the ABC affiliate in Dallas, will carry it in the DFW area, and Channel 2 in Tulsa will carry it here in the Tulsa market. So there is no incentive to play, and whether South Lake Carroll will want to come and play up here next year, I don't know. It's a big question, but it's still going to be a great game. South Lake Carroll, 8-time state champion, Jinx 18-time state champion, and of course South Lake Carroll made it to the semifinals in 6A last year. They're one of the top 5, 6, maybe 8 programs in the state of Texas year in and year out.
Talk about the Jinx Trojans. Are they, this is so weird to say, under the radar this year? It's Broken Arrow and Owasso had all the off-season, not signings, but
acquisitions,
move-ins, however you want to put that. Bixby is Bixby, and Jinx has been to 27,000 state semifinals in a row. But Jinx, flying on the radar a little bit this year.
They love that. I think they're at their best, man. If nobody's paying any attention to them, I think that's where they're at their best. And Coach Trimble still has a footprint on this program, obviously. And one of his battle cries was always, the more adversity you face during the season, the better you can become. And I think that's one of the things the Trojans are pointing toward. Just 3 home games, 5 straight gauntlet, 5 straight games that are certainly you could go 0-5 in those 5 games and still rally back to get into the playoffs and see how you are. So, I think they love the idea that they're under the radar right now.
Yeah.
Katie Jones, got to replace him, but you do got the quarterback back. You got the offensive lineman coming back. You have the receiver coming back. So there's some good pieces there for Coach Gaylor coming back.
Oh, yeah. Katie set 8 school records while he was here, and is on to OSU, and I hope he does great things. Great kid.
Yeah.
But, yes, they have Kazar, the quarterback, returns, and he's unflappable. He had a great year last season. I expect him to have another 3,000-yard passing season, 30 touchdown passes, those kind of numbers. Caleb Dillard will play both ways. Will be a defensive back at Florida. He's committed to Florida, but had 71 catches last year and 14 touchdowns, which is in the Jinx record book, and expect another big year from him. They have Jalen Cato, a receiver on the other side, who has 66 career catches. Braxton Daniel, tight ends, committed to Utah. He only averaged 35 yards a catch on 15 catches last touchdowns. And then they have a receiver, a young kid that's coming on, Cam Clinton, that'll start both ways at receiver. At running back, they move in C.J. Wright, who moves in from Lincoln Christian. His mom and Caleb Dillard's mom are great friends, and we're talking over the summer. And C.J. was a great running back at Lincoln Christian, averaged 13 yards a carry and several touchdowns. And so he'll be probably the starting running back. Kyron Scott's a 215-pound running back. And so they got 3 or 4 running backs. So they'll be good on defense. I look for it to be a 42-35 type game tomorrow night. Defensively, they returned 7 starters. And I think they eventually will be pretty good on defense.
How are the big uglies up front, Don?
And how do you say his name?
That's the question.
Yeah.
They have 2 D1s on the offensive tackles. Odefe Aruru, who is committed to Arkansas, will be the left tackle, 3-year starter. Jamison Mobley will be a junior, and he's already getting Division I offers. He's 6'6", and I think 280, can play basketball in the post. They said if he played basketball, he would remind you of Luka Doncic. That's just, Nikola Jokic. That's just how good he is on the basketball floor. And he plays lacrosse too, so he's a great athlete. And he's just a junior, but he's already got D1 offers. They return their center, Landon Webb. They have 2 new offensive guards, and they're very thin on the offensive line. Defensive line, Luke McAnally returns at nose tackle. He's an animal. They have to put Mobley and rotate some of those offensive linemen at one of the defensive ends. And Orlando Williams came on strong last year at defensive end. And so that's the front three, but they're very thin on both sides. That's probably their number one concern, Phil, coming into the season.
Yeah.
They really don't have the depth on both lines, and they hope they can stay healthy.
That's everybody this time of year, right? We'll be pretty darn good if we stay healthy.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
That's under the radar. Owen Mayhem, dad, Sean, played at Notre Dame and Michigan after playing at Jinx. Owen was a good kicker, didn't have a lot of range. So Bo Phillips, Luke Phillips' son, is going to be a sophomore and would have kicked last year as a freshman on long field goals, but had hip surgery. Bo can kick from 50. I mean, he's good from 50 yards out, as his dad was. And so we will probably be a guy that will eventually kick the ball in the end zone. And as you know, in 5A, 6A, that is a weapon that is, when you don't have somebody that can kick it into the end zone, you really feel that, because most 5A teams usually have a guy that can kick off and kick it into the end zone and prevent the long touchdown run.
Yep.
Don, you kind of mentioned the Lincoln Christian transfer. I want to get your opinion on, just over the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of small school kids, 3A, 4A, 2A, transfer over to the Tulsa area schools. What is your assessment of that? Does it take them a game or two or a week or a month to figure out that 3A ball is a little bit different than 6A ball? What is your assessment on those kids coming from smaller schools up to like a Jinx, Bixby, or Owasso?
That's a good question. I think it all depends on the program. We have a kid that moved in from Kiefer, Brennan Watkins, who will start at guard, and I think he's going to play some defense. It's going to be interesting to see how he adapts to the level of play, because and they go to these team camps over the summer, right? So they get some taste of that, but it'll still be a lot different on Friday nights, especially the first 5 games, how he adapts to the atmosphere. CJ Wright, I don't think will be much of an adaptation, if you will. Caleb Dillard was very smooth in it. CJ Wright will be too, because Lincoln Christian is a program that is used to winning. Jerry Rickey runs a great program over there. 4 state championships in a row. As I mentioned, a 59-game winning streak at home, something like that. So CJ will adapt. I think it depends on what school you come from. If you come from a smaller school that's a private school, I think it's a little bit easier just because of the success that those programs have had.
Yeah.
Talk about, last year was the new coaches at the big schools in Tulsa. Now it's coming more and more. Who's moving? Who's transferring? Does it feel like Shaker started that really downfall? That really, or that to get that momentum going? He goes from wins the state championship as a freshman at Jinx and then moves over to Union. But since then, it feels like it's just wide open.
Opened Pandora's box, didn't they?
Yes,
sure did.
They opened the door to all of this. See, Samaj Stanford was a huge loss for Jinx a couple of years ago that went to Broken Arrow, as you guys know. Samaj, if he had stayed, he started as a freshman and played 2 years before going to Broken Arrow, or maybe he transferred after his freshman year. But he would have broken, and he stayed 4 years, he would have broken Rocky Kalmus's career tackle record at Jinx, and he's going to Oregon. But he was a huge transfer at that particular time. And it's just opened up Pandora's box for a lot of what I see and I don't know if this is official, but I saw on social media where Choctaw had 32 players move in and Owasso had 21 players move in. I saw that on social media, so I don't know if that's been valid.
Probably right about Choctaw.
Well, one thing there's been a lot of years they've had a lot of kids coming in. I mean, so it's not that's kind of one of them. If they ever are under 20, you'll probably go, what's wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, what's going on?
But it all trickles down from college. The NIL created this dilemma, even at the high school level. I understand it. I don't necessarily agree with it. It's just different. When you've been in the game as long as I have, this will be my 53rd year, I think, started in 75 and 24th year behind the mic for Jinx. Yeah, it just, I don't know. I'm old enough to say get off my lawn, and probably will sign off that way eventually. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough because you've lost the purity of the game in a way. You've lost what Friday Night Lights in a way was all about. Now, for the majority of players, 90% of the players, right? It's still that dream of playing under the lights on Friday night, growing up in a community and watching those guys play in the high school level. When I was in the 4th, 5th, 6th grade, those guys at the high school level were my heroes, right? Were your guys, because we didn't have all of the TV games that we have now. And I think another thing that we need to take into consideration, kids are different now. You look at Caleb, you look at, Samaj Stanford. You look at Stanford, you look at Dillard, you look at the other guys that are playing at Broken Arrow, Noah Gillespie, who transferred in, Bryson Brown, who transferred in. They're all D1 commits, but they all played together or against each other in youth football. Yeah. So they've known each other all of these years. And when Stanford transferred, or was it Reisig? It might have been Reisig. When Shaker transferred, no, it was... I think it was Reisig. When he transferred 4 months later, he's over at Jinx watching the Super Bowl with his buddies.
Yeah.
And so it's just not what it once was when it was unheard of to transfer. And when you transferred, you were kind of accepted as maybe the enemy for a little while before you got to know your teammates. It's not that way anymore.
Well, go ahead.
Different.
Don, what makes a kid, I mean, I understand from Tulsa Edison to Jinx, and I understand Tulsa Hill to Broken Arrow. I get that. Why are kids going from Jinx to Owasso or Bixby to however you want to formulate it? What is it? Friendships? Is it the schemes? What is it among the big four that kids are transferring within those four?
Well, that's a great question. I think on the Stanford case, from what I understand, his dad played for Travis Hill, and when Travis took the job, his dad wanted him to play for Travis. The Shaker Reisig thing is just, I mean, that was a stunner. That was just an absolute stunner. Although Dub Maddox was the quarterback coach at Union and had a relationship with Reisig when he was in the 7th and 8th grade at Jinx. Yeah. I think it comes, I don't want to be naive, but I'm not so sure that some of it isn't NIL. I've never seen anything on paper. I've never asked. I don't want to know. But big programs are, I know Bixby has its own collective. Broken Arrow has its own collective. And for all of us to sit around and think that some of these guys, I don't know who, but some of these players aren't moving for money, I think it's a little naive on our part, because everything trickles down from what is done in college to the high school level, and it's all legal.
Don, what's that old saying? If you want to know what's going on, what do you follow? I mean, back to just briefly to your point, my group, I turned 60 I turned 60 a few weeks ago, Don. 60. Can you believe it? 60. Get off my lawn. That's exactly right. But I've talked to some of my buddies I grew up playing sports with. We talk, because it's every state. It's not just Oklahoma, obviously. It's everywhere is dealing with this. And consistently what we all say, and we mean it, is I'd rather go 0-10 every year with my guys than win a state title with guys that I played last year. It would drive me nuts. I just couldn't do it.
And to back that up, don't need to get specifics, but there's kids that transfer, then they go back and go to their prom where they were a freshman, sophomore year.
It's crazy.
It has to drive coaches crazy, especially at Lincoln Christian. I mean, CJ Wright was the centerpiece of that offense for Lincoln coming up this year with Ricky graduating. He was a big centerpiece. But are kids even upset when their friends transfer? Are the coaches upset? That's part of the game. And if you don't play the game, you might get left behind.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, I don't know that upset, in just being around the Jinx program and losing, they've lost players, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
They lost a Stanford player. They lost a good player that would have played this year to Glenpool. They lost a running back as a freshman who went to Bixby. They lost their backup quarterback this year, came in the semifinal game. You guys were there.
Yep.
who was phenomenal, and we knew he was really good, and he wanted to play more. He wasn't going to beat out Kazar at quarterback, so he transferred and will probably, in my opinion, be the starting quarterback of the three guys that are vying for the job. I think they'll all play three. All three will play early in the year, but I think Q Butcher is going to be Bixby's quarterback by the end of the year. And so all schools lose him. I don't know that you're upset. I think you're just disappointed at what you have to put up with nowadays. And it's the same at the college level. You're losing players to certainly other schools. It's interesting that we have a player on our team that Coach Gaylor said will start, and we'll probably get some small school offers: Arkansas State, Arkansas Tech, Harding, that type of level, or maybe NSU or UCO. But he said this kid will be good enough in a couple of years. He's still developing, and he says I think he'll be good enough in 2 years to move up to a Division I program. And that's just the way these kids and these programs are having to look at it now, not just at the high school level, but at the college level. That you're just not going to be able to keep everybody you want. And I agree with you. It would be tough to grow up with 20 kids, 25 kids, grow up and play against each other in junior high, and then play with each other once you get to high school, depending on the size of schools, and really develop a bond, especially those kids that played together all their lives, and then see one of your best friends go to another school. It's got to be a surreal feeling. I think it's just been happening so much lately that these kids, as I say, are different, and they just take it in stride.
Yeah, it's a new normal, right? I mean, we had an old saying, the reason why football players and wrestlers went out for track where I grew up, because that's where all the good fights were. I mean, because you disliked each other so much. The people, you didn't know them. You had no reason to dislike them. But those were the kids you grew up playing against in football every year, or wrestling against. And then it was the whole concept of it. But times are completely different now. I also think, Don, I'd love your perspective. I think, and you kind of alluded to it earlier. You didn't allude to it. You said it. I think parents impact a lot of these moves. I think parents, some for good reasons, some for fair reasons, some because they don't think their kid's getting the right look or the right opportunity or whatever. I think parents play a big part in a lot of these kids moving around.
I agree 100%. I'd say just from the players I've been around or what I read here in the Tulsa area, I'd say probably 90%, 85% of the decisions are made by the parents to move the kids. I think Shaker Dad was an example of that. I don't know Case and Delgado that well. I shouldn't throw him under the bus, but he's going to be his fourth team in 4 years. He started at Union, then he went to Santa Fe, and I'm not quite sure. Muskogee. And he's back in Oklahoma City this year.
Mustang. He dabbled a little bit at Broken Nose, so you can kind of say five schools in 4 years. Yeah.
I don't think it's I'm just assuming it probably was more directed by the parents than it was Kaysen. And again, I don't know them. I'm just assuming that because they've moved.
Well, one thing that's fair is if you've been around high school sports for as long as you have, or even for as long as we all have, you hear and see a lot of things that the average fan doesn't get to see. And you're because you just have access to stuff, right? And there's no question parents today are different than parents of the past. Right. I'm not saying they're wrong. You know what? Yeah, I am. They're wrong. I mean, from my perspective, I don't like it. I think a lot of times in society now we're teaching kids, well, if it gets tough, leave. And I struggle with that.
I understand that, but take for instance Q Butcher's situation. He is talented enough to play, should play, not going to get as many plays as he want. And so what's the best option for him? In the past, he would have had to move to another position and play a little backup quarterback, but he wants to be a quarterback in college. He's talented to do that. So why not have the opportunity to move to another school? And if it doesn't work out there, then Do you transfer to another school? I think that's where they've got to have some guardrails. You can only in my opinion, you should only to be able to transfer, one time or two times in a high school career. I just, from school to school, from year to year, to me is a little silly. And when you grow up, who are your friends? I guess the guys you grew up with in the sixth, seventh, eighth grade, as compared to the guys in high school. I don't know.
Well, Don, I can promise you, if you went from Eureka, Kansas to Fredonia High School and we were friends until the ninth grade and you leaved, I'm no longer your friend. I can promise you that.
We never had the problem. I'm right.
Yeah.
We didn't want Cushing guys coming over and playing. Better athletes. No way did we want any of those guys on our team.
Speaking with Don King, the voice of the Jinx Trojans. He does so much more than just Jinx, though. He's all over the state in all sports. Don, what are some of the storylines you're looking for? I don't want to keep you too long, but what are some of the storylines that you're looking forward here in the state of Oklahoma this year?
Well, I think obviously 6A1 is going to be I'm anxious to see how Broken Arrow does, because they have been ranked very high, and a lot of people think that they've got the talent, and they certainly do in the defensive secondary. They've got a move-in quarterback from Georgia that's getting some offers, and people feel that once the season goes on, he's going to really get some big attention, from some big schools. So obviously, I want to see what teams in Oklahoma City, is it Mustang, are going to be able to get to the semifinals and knock that door in. Somebody in the Oklahoma City area in 6A1, they've come close. Santa Fe has come close, but somebody's got to kick that door in, and what year it's going to be. Bixby has a lot of new starters. This is the first time in a long time that, the first time in 5 or 6 years, they're starting a new quarterback and a lot of new starters. People thought they wouldn't be very good, 3 or 4 years ago, and they ended up winning the state title anyway. Even though they stubbed their toe a couple of times, they still were able to rebound and win the state championship. So will Bixby, be able to do it again? I think Owasso is they're loaded. That Frank Field kid at quarterback is really good. They've lost a lot of good players, but I think they're still going to be really, really good. So 6A1 kind of boils down to that. 6A2, I think it's the same guys. I think it's Stillwater, Choctaw. I think Sand Springs will take a step back, but I still think they'll be there in the semifinals. So I think it's still going to be the same teams in 6A2. I'm really anxious to see how Booker T does in 5A. They've reloaded and got some guys back. So it's going to be a fun season. And of course, Lincoln Christian on this side of the state, again, they are loaded, and they don't back off anybody. They don't play they've got Jones. They've got some really good teams coming at Heritage Hall. They don't back off anybody. So I'm anxious to see how they do getting off to the start of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun this year. At Booker T will definitely, because they lost players. They have players come in. So many athletes in Booker T, Washington. Kid comes back. Is going to go to Kansas State from IMG. They did lose Dwayne Jones to Owasso. So, Booker T, man, they're up 6A, down to 5A, 6A2, players coming, players leaving, new coach. And it's just Booker T, just so talented, and people pay close attention to them because of all the talent and success in the program that they have built. It's just, boy, you have to really pay attention to what's happened with Booker T.
Yeah.
32 players. I looked it up because I was looking at South Lake Carroll and the players that they've had that go on the NFL. They've got Des Bryant Jr. moving in to play receiver for them this year. He's already got offers, obviously, from OSU, A&M, TCU, and SMU. They've got 2 senior receivers. One's going to Illinois, one's committed to California, and they lost a receiver from last year's 14-1 semifinal team, lost to DeSoto. He's going to Ohio State. They've got a quarterback whose dad played at Baylor. This is his first year to start, but he's already got offers from Baylor, SMU, I think, and TCU. So the South Lake Carroll's loaded. So they're quarterbacks who have played at South Lake Carroll in the past: Chase Daniel, Greg McElroy, and Quinn Hewers. That's a pretty good start right there. And so I was looking this up. Booker T has had 32 players play in the NFL, and I think they have 3 currently in the NFL. I'll send that list to you. Jinx is number 2. They've had 16 players in the NFL, 1 currently who's a long snapper, Tyler Ott. with the Commanders. And by the way, our long snapper, Sam McEwen, has committed to Tennessee. And Coach Gaylor tells me he's on his path to the NFL.
Wow.
But get this, in practice, just during the summer, just to practice, he said during soccer season last spring, he will go 14 yards past the crossbar at the soccer net and snap him back. He drew an X at the top of the crossbar, a little target, and he hit that thing 15 out of 15 times.
Wow.
Is that crazy?
Insane. That's insane.
So if you're watching, got a kid that's playing youth football and you want him to be a quarterback or an offensive lineman or a tight end or a receiver, make him snap the football.
That's right.
Don, have you kept count? Of course, you've done TV, you've done Oklahoma City Blue radio. Have you kept count of how many times you've got onto a microphone and talk?
You know, Bill Haston wrote a column on that for me a couple of years ago, and I have no idea. That's, you know, people count sheep to go to bed. I count how many games I might have done. But he was telling me the other day on a radio interview, between 1988 and 2001, J.B. Haney and I started the statewide cable TV sports package that Cox Cable now has. That was 1988. And he said we did 550 events in those 15 years because we did football, basketball, baseball, soccer, just wrestling, whatever we could do. We did about probably, I don't know, what's that average to, 30 some events a school year. I don't know, Chris, to answer your question. And hey, I couldn't do it without you guys because you guys allow me to help you with the football championships and the basketball tournament, which I dearly love, and the baseball when it's here. So you have helped me add to whatever that total is. I know, I do know that I don't think there's anybody that's done as many championships for state tournaments than I have, because that started back in '75 doing the state wrestling tournament for a Ponca City radio station. And then, like I say, when we started our coverage in '88 on Cox and doing it statewide eventually, we started with the basketball tournaments, then did a few state football championships when Cassia Hall was involved in the Tulsa market. So, yeah, I have no idea. I would say it's probably around 1,800 events, and I don't know how many state championships, probably 200 or so, maybe 250.
So for people that are listening,
That's
when we say, before you came on, of course, Don, we refer to you as the GOAT around here. When we called Don the GOAT, you just heard why.
Yeah. Well, and not just that, but the way you prep for every game. I mean, it could be Jinx against
yes
a small Tulsa Inter school.
Yeah,
yes,
lay down.
and you're or I was going to say, but you know, it is what it is. People know, but your work that you put into every broadcast is what I take from you. Your knowledge is fantastic, but your prep and your knowledge and the ability to retain that as well is one of the things that I truly admire about you.
Well, I appreciate that. I take great pride in that. I don't think anybody outworks me when it comes to a game, and I take pride in that. So I continue to do that. If it's a 3-hour football game, I will easily put 6 hours of prep into that game. If it's a 2-hour basketball game, I will easily put 4 hours of prep into that. And to be able, again, to do the football championships, it doesn't have to be Jinx. I love doing Sand Springs winning last year in a close fit. There've been some great football championships. And so during the season, I clip every article out of Oklahoma City, Tulsa newspapers. I keep a rundown on all the top teams in every class so that if I end up doing that game, I have an idea on their history. If there's an article in the paper on Hominy, Oklahoma or whatever, I'll clip that out and put it in a file for Hominy. And the basketball tournament is just, it's over the top.
Yeah.
It's hard to sleep that week because you've got so many names and teams and numbers rattling around in my head. I don't sleep well on the first week of the football season. I don't sleep well on the week of the championship games for football if I know I'm doing a couple. I don't sleep well on the state tournament week or the baseball tournament, but hey, when I was a kid, and like I say, my heroes were the high school, and I would make believe games. And I had a blind sister that I'm sure I've told this story, and I don't mean to drone on. She was blind, and we were at a TU basketball game. The batteries went out, and I had to do the play-by-play at 10 years old. And she told me walking out, "Hey, I think you did as good a job as Lynn Morton, who was the announcer at the time. You need to think about doing that as, when you grow up." And that was a light bulb that stuck with me. And so those were my heroes. I made up games where Drumright played Oilton and Cushing and Stroud and Yale. And so any games that I made up, man, my lineups were the high school games. And so high school, I found that as my niche. College and pro stuff, to be proud of that. But in 1988, when I started doing the high school stuff, especially for Tulsa Cable, that just became my niche. And so I've loved it ever since. I love what you guys do. I love this show. You guys do a great job. And obviously working with you guys is a blast.
Hey, Don, I got one last question.
I was going to say, you've done everything. In fact, for the first 2 minutes of the interview, you were the Elgin head football coach.
That's
so
right. You do it all. You do it all. This is the most important question, Don, of the whole night.
All right.
Are you taking care of my future memorabilia collection?
Should I flip this around?
Yes.
Okay. Let me see if I can flip this around. I'm not sure how to do this, fellas.
Yeah, I don't know if I know how to flip it. I don't know if you can.
Yeah. Well, I'll go backwards then.
That'll work.
Yeah, this is a file, okay?
Hey, there's Don.
Who's that guy?
When during COVID in the cutouts, Busch Stadium, you could pay $50 and get a cutout, get put in a seat. And my son did it. I was on the second row in dead center field. And I was hoping, I watched every game thinking a home run would knock my head off. This, boy, I don't know if can you see that okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I haven't filed. But every one of these files, this is basketball from 2020 back to 90s. And then this is another basketball file. For the smaller schools, this is a football file with everything going back to 1988, categorized by each year. And over here is that's because I'm going through it over here on my couch. This is what it looks like, fellas. It's not good right now because I'm starting the year and I'm going through stuff. This is a file that I keep on all the high school football teams in the Tulsa area. One more mention here. The Tulsa World does supplements each year. Here's one from 1976, but I got them all the way back to the beginning in the 50s, and I've got them physically of those going back to 1964. Here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is high school basketball 13 through 20, updated each year with every article on the games. I go back to 1989 up until this year. Every Tulsa World article on the teams is categorized, folded week by week. And then I have the Vibe magazine, Austin Chadwick's Mark Rogers football preview. All the high school football preview magazines are categorized by year. So that's kind of what Phil Nichols is looking at when he comes over and gets all this stuff.
I'm ready, brother. I'll bring my checkbook. All you got to do is make a phone call.
I knew it was a bunch. I didn't know it was that detailed.
Well, Don, what I was going to say, if you ever get organized, you might make it doing this.
And over here, now this is really not nice. Bill Hastings the other day said, you have the best man cave next to Al Jerkins and Henry Primo. And I said, mine's valued at $300. Theirs is valued at $300 plus 3 more zeros. Okay. A lot better. These are all the golf tournament pictures we did at the back in the day. These are old Street and Smith college football programs before the season, baseball programs, Big 8 magazines, college magazines, going back to probably some of them from 64 on. I don't have every year, but pretty much every year.
That's kind of embarrassing, Don.
It is embarrassing. It's kind of fun to pull one of those out and look back at some of the major league teams in the 60s, 70s, and played for them. But yeah, that stuff, it's fun to have, but it's not worth anything.
Don, it is to me.
Well, that's so cool. Don, man, we appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sure hopefully might somewhere close to the playoffs have you again on here. But man, thank you for everything you do. And have a great season. Safe travels tomorrow. That's gonna be a pretty cool atmosphere tomorrow night.
I think it will be. It'll be fun at the Cotton Bowl. OU and Texas have run down that ramp. It's going to be fun for those kids to do that. And I know they're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it as well. So should be a lot of fun, and good luck to the season, guys. Good luck to the Blue Jays and all the other teams you guys are going to be covering.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Thanks,
Don.
Don. Appreciate
you, brother.
Don King does so much, and I knew the man cave, and we've interviewed him before and seen the background. It's the first time we got a tour of that, and that just shows you how
That's just
prepared
a quick
he
tour.
is.
Quick tour. Can you imagine if you really got into that?
I want in there so bad.
It's so cool. So we appreciate you guys listening to that. Here in a little bit, we're going to have Doug Nelson join us here in a little bit. But don't forget, coming up, we're going to be talking games that we'll be picking here in a little bit, and the High School Huddle pick 'em. And we're going to pick our games. You're going to pick your games. And we're all going to do this all together all season long on the High School Huddle pick 'em. If you go to the YouTube comment section, it's the link. It's the pinned comment. Click that link. Start making your picks. You can do them with us. I have not filled mine out yet, and we're going to do that all together here after we talk with Doug Nelson. So be sure to stay tuned to that. And we're going to be breaking down the games. There's other games that aren't in the top 10 that we'll be breaking down as well. Take a time out. Come back with more here on the High School Huddle.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Welcome back inside the High School Huddle. Ronnie, Phil, and Chris. Game week. Week 0 is here. Hope everyone is ready. Go out and support high school athletics. Of course, cross country is going on. Softball is happening. Volleyball as well. Band members out there. So it is definitely busy time. School's back in, except for in El Reno. They had a little water leak issue. I think
did they?
Be out today. They were out today. I think they're out tomorrow as well. So it's always interesting. Kids always talk about hoping to miss school. Realize, especially with no more virtual days in Oklahoma, if you miss, you have to make that day up.
Got to make them up.
I don't know if they get that.
It's like the good old days.
Exactly.
I love the non-virtual days.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to teach algebra and what are we doing here?
Exactly.
I can't teach algebra anymore. Took me 4 times to pass it the first time.
I got to do a little IT work here in just 1 second, but one thing you guys kind of talk about here is give me a little bit of time here. Is the home field advantage? Is it a real thing in high school football? In college and professional, I mean, when you look at point spreads, I mean, they're given 2-3 points just for playing at home. So I know Ronnie has a poll, and if you guys give me just a few seconds, let me get Doug ready.
Well, according to our poll, our fans say 66% of them, Phil, say yes, there is advantage.
Our fans are usually smart.
They are pretty right on.
Dead wrong on this.
Well, yeah, I mean, they we have the luxury of seeing a lot of games throughout the year. And we kind of see it firsthand that really any team can win. I mean, for me, I don't think it matters, but when I'm watching my favorite team, I feel like it matters.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
I get it.
I 100% think it matters. I feel like if I can cheer a little bit louder, shake my gallon full of rocks, if I can make that a little bit louder, that it's going to make a difference. And you know, it can. I mean, I've been to games where fans had an impact on the offensive line, false starts and stuff like that in high school.
Well, and I think there's certain stadiums are harder to play in than others.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I joke, obviously. I mean, that's everything's a personal opinion when it comes to these kind of conversations. But I still think what matters the most is, you know, one of my dear friends played Division I football, my business partner. You know, he thinks coaching is the most important thing in the world. Well, that's because he played for a legendary coach in college, and he believes that. I think legendary coaches become legendary because they have great players.
Yeah.
Now, they have to be able to develop them, not as much now. They have to be able to make them play as a unit.
Yeah.
And that's the magic formula of a coach. You're going to teach them X's and O's. You're going to teach them, you know, how to block, how to tackle, how to do all that. So I'm not trying to diminish what coaches do. I'm just saying you can have great coaches. If they have no talent, it's hard to win football games.
You're right. And I think it does go both ways, because you can give me the 22 best players out of all 4 Tulsa area schools, and we're not going to win state championship if I'm running the program. We're not going to win.
That's right. That's right.
You know,
you got to have good coaches.
Yeah, you got to have good coaches.
But again, I still think that in that exact scenario, if you have great players, you'll still win more with an average coach than you would with average players and a great coach.
And I think what separates a good coach from a great coach from a great coach is that a great coach, they can get a mediocre team to overachieve and win a state championship.
Yeah.
That was what makes a great coach.
That is.
They can motivate and do all that stuff. And we've seen it. We see year in, year out.
Again.
Absolutely, we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's a fun discussion. I love these polls, and that's because I want to hear what our friends have to say. They're on the show with us. I want to hear that. It actually helps us do a better job.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on getting Doug here pretty quick, so we'll try to get him in a second. Let's get to some of the comments here. We'll start from the top one. 6A East Side definitely have a home field advantage.
Let me guess, Dallas.
Yes.
Okay.
I guess if you're in the city, you travel up. I mean, a lot of people don't travel. Same thing with the East Side schools. They don't like Jinx and all them come down to Mustang. It's not like it's advantage for they travel that well.
A lot of the bigger schools too, they play in these massive. Well, most of them play in these massive facilities now, and there's almost a detachment between the fans and the.
Well, it's streaming these days too. You if you're a Bixby fan, you don't necessarily have to travel to go watch and play Edmond Santa Fe, because you can watch it live on stream. And unless you're a mom or dad, you're probably not going to go to that game.
Right.
Talking about home field advantage, Junk says it's who the best coach team is.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely one side of the argument. He would side more with cousin Dave on this one, but it's just if Nick Saban didn't have great athletes, he wouldn't have won as many national titles. I mean, you're not going to take average players and beat, because all coaches are good at that level, or the vast majority are. You got to have good players too. I think probably the real answer is you got to have a combination of both. You got to have a really good coach staff and really good players, and that's where great things happen.
I think the prime example right now is Bill Belichick.
Yeah,
won all those Super Bowls with Tom Brady, Gronk and all those guys, and now after he left, he didn't hardly win at New England after that.
And then he was below 500 in his first year as a college coach.
And so I mean that's a good example right there. I think
he's a textbook on how to tarnish your legacy.
Should have retired when Brady did.
Should have just walked away. Yeah,
he found a young lady though.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So, okay, let's bring in our next guest. He is a good friend of the show, Doug Nelson. I got the wrong one here.
No, you ran Doug completely off. There's Doug.
All right, three, two, one. Let's bring in our good friend over in the Tulsa area, Mr. Doug Nelson. Doug, good to see you, sir.
Hey, it's always great to be seen. Thank you for allowing me to follow Don King.
You know what? I didn't think about that. I
I 100% have thought of that. I said, poor Doug.
I thought two of my favorite people in the Tulsa area. Let's get them on the first show before games are kicked off. And
Okay, Doug, give us a tour of all your memorabilia.
I'd like to give you a tour. I'm going to have to show you our gyms at k2cgyms.com.
That's right.
All of my man cave, listen, my whole man cave is in those 3 gyms. So maybe we can pull up that commercial and you can give an example.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
We got a K2 t-shirt over here.
Yes, we do.
And but how's everything? How's your off season? Do you have an off season?
As far as me, I have an off season, but as far as these kids and what Lincoln Christian is doing, they don't have very much time in the off season.
Yeah.
Well, you talk about Lincoln Christian, you go, graduate, a stud at quarterback, a couple guys leave. I will say this, the Dillard brothers left for Jinx, and I think you've won like 42 games in a row since then, but I think it's okay. But a lot of stuff off the field this year for Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, I had an opportunity today. We do interviews on Wednesdays with a lot of our athletes, and I talked to a couple of our football players, Colton Monzi, and then also Lincoln Torres. They're 2 of our guys that anchor our offense and defensive line. And, they've been so conditioned to not talk about anybody that has left. All the mentality around here is next man up. And that's exactly what Lincoln Christian is going to do. In fact, they've got several guys that are ready to go, and they're going to step right in. And I apologize. That's my wife in the background.
Oh, no. Boss can do whatever she
No
wants.
reason to apologize. CEO gets to go where she wants to go.
She's actually the IT coordinator around here, so she makes sure that we get things going. Yeah. No, it's been interesting, with kids in and out and whatnot, but I can tell you, Lincoln prides himself on just going to work with the kids that we have and next man up mentality. And that's the way the coaches approach it. And they won't hardly talk about a kid that's moved on to another school. I will tell you, we've been hit pretty hard, but the streaks and all of the things that are going on here at Lincoln Christian are going to continue. I can promise you that.
So some of the big names that I keep hearing about, one of the biggest names I keep hearing about is a sophomore quarterback up at Lincoln Christian, Major Brooks.
Yep.
First question, still got 3 years to go. Better baseball player, football player, and just talk about his upside.
Well, I got to watch him during the baseball season as a freshman, and he was a big part of what Coach Greg Harmon's doing with the Lincoln baseball program. They made the state tournament. In fact, won the first round, went as far as they've ever gone to the semis. But I can tell you this, Coach Ricky is excited about Major Brooks. What a great name, by the way. Yeah. But 5'9", about 180 pounds, and he's left-handed. I think he threw 19 touchdowns over at the Midwest 7-on-7 showcase in Shiloh, Arkansas, only 2 interceptions. He is a gunslinger for sure, and he looks the part. And you guys know Coach Ricky's had both of his sons be his signal callers for a long time over here. 16,000 yards between the two and close to 200 touchdowns. Those 2 guys, amazing. And both of them are had the opportunity to play at Emporia State as well as Coach's other son, Caden Ricky. All 3 of those kids played are playing at Emporia State. And then Chase is now back as part of the coaching staff at Lincoln.
And Doug, I hate to bring it up, but it is what it is. There's a lot of headlines. CJ moves in the middle of July, or announces in the middle of July, and he's going to be a big centerpiece of that offense. Did it come out of nowhere? Or are the coaches scrambling? Are the kids upset? Just the situation around him. I hate to single him out, but it was kind of a late departure.
Yeah, and we've lost kids to Jinx and Broken Arrow. I hate to say how many we've lost to those schools, but I can tell you this. You've got Caleb Peterson, who won state last year in the 100-meter 4A. The kid's one of the fastest kids in the state. So, as I said, next man up, Caleb and CJ were really good friends. And hello, Caleb. It's now your turn. So, and that's what they're banking on, and he's going to be a big play guy for them.
That's awesome. The other big thing with Lincoln Christian going from 3A down to 2A1. So as a broadcaster, I would get excited at that because you're going to see some different teams. So you're kind of get a different feel, different stadiums. So that's kind of a plus. But Lincoln Christian Bulldogs down to 2A1.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. They've won 42 in a row. You guys know about the streak. You know where it ranks all time in Oklahoma. And so now we go down to 2A1. Some of the 3A schools are probably excited about that. From a broadcaster standpoint, seeing some different teams going to some different stadiums, that's always exciting. I can tell you this, Lincoln Christian stacks their preseason non-district games. Hello, Jones. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Yep. Hello, Heritage Hall. And then we'll follow that up with the 6A state champions from Arkansas, Shiloh Christian, that following week. So,
I'm a little worried for you, Doug, because I've seen your setup. Those 2A1 press box, they don't get bigger; they get a little bit smaller. So, how are you going to manage that?
A lot of outside setups, I guess you would say. Not a lot of.
We'll be outside. Yeah, thank you.
We'll be outside. That's okay as long as it's not raining. But that was the thing. We thought we would be going to 4A, which was going to be exciting to get your Tuttles and these guys.
I would love that.
And Elgins and these bigger stadiums, but it's okay. We're going to play the schedule that they give us, and that's since day one at Lincoln Christian. That's been, we want to just play a schedule that is provided and show up and do what we do.
Well, the day that was announced, I remember I think I was with Chris, and I said, "Congratulations, 2A1." I mean, it's just nuts. It's just absolutely crazy. And you've talked about the coaching staff there, one of the absolute best in the state of Oklahoma, no doubt about that. Not just with X's and O's, but again, one of the fortunate things with what we do in the postseason is we get to know these coaches through interviews and just being around them on the sideline and how they conduct themselves. You've got absolutely one of the best in the state. Talk a little bit more about that and that mindset. I mean, it's just incredible. We know because we see it. He's just a class act and man, but share a little bit of that. Share with the rest of the world what Coach is all about.
Well, Coach is off of the coaching tree that comes strictly right off of Darren Melton that came from Alan Trimble at Jinx. And Coach Melton started this program back in 2002, joined the association in 2008. Those two guys, I'm talking about Darren Melton and Jerry Rickey, they're combined, I believe it's 249 and 51. That is their record since they've been doing this since 08. And I told the story to Chris last year when Darren Melton and Jerry started this thing. They had 22 kids. They were practicing in just a pasture out back behind the church. And they had, I believe it was 19 of the 22 kids had never put a helmet on. So they're over there trying to show them how to put helmets on and where the pads go. And these are cleats and, all of those things. And so, guys, it's come a long way since 2002 and whatever it's been. But, Coach Rickey, how about this, guys? He takes over. He goes 5-7 his first year. Since then, he's 103-6. Back to back to back. The last 6 years, 92-4. He's won 4 championships and 2 runner-ups during that 6-year span.
Yeah, unbelievable. 3-time state champions, moving that into 2A1. Before we get to the big matchup, in fact, we're going to see tomorrow night, Doug. We're gonna, I don't know if you're feeding us before or after the game, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But we'll talk about the Jones Longhorns. But give us, I know you've done plenty of homework. Don does homework. You do. I've seen you do tons of homework as well. But give us a little preview of what you see from 2A1 this year.
Well, obviously, in 2A1 or in 3A?
2A1, Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, 2A1, obviously you've got Washington, and Washington and Sulphur have battled for years with that rivalry. We know what the rivalry with Sulphur has been with Lincoln the last 2 years in the state championships. And so I think everything runs through Washington. Lincoln Christian, I know you guys had your rankings out, and I don't want to say it, but you might have gave Lincoln a little bit of bulletin board material, and they appreciate that.
We're good at that, Doug. We're good at that, Doug.
We're happy to do our part, Doug.
So you're
you
buying
got
tomorrow's
cast-
steak dinner. Okay.
Yeah, well, I will tell you this: if I'm buying, it's probably going to be a cheeseburger from Sonic because I think that's all that's open in Jones after 7:00.
I'm so excited.
Just from my experience, so we'll get a bag of burgers and we'll
There
see
you
if
go.
we can
There you go.
hook you guys up. No, and then you got Rejoice Christian, and so I think you guys were right on the money with those 5 schools at the top of this thing. Not to say that we're not going to work through our district, but like we've been there, we know what it takes. We know what it looks like to make it through this tough preseason and then into the district and then set ourselves up for a nice playoff run. But it will be different playing 2A1. But like I said, Jerry sets up that early season matchups with Jones, Heritage Hall, and Shiloh to set us up for the rest of the season and then the playoffs.
Well, and anytime you're doing as Chris likes to say, a much too early picks and rankings, really in most classifications, there's 3 or 4 teams that one of them is going to be, they're most likely to all be there, right? And it's really comes down to what do you think, but I think if there hadn't been, and I appreciate the next man up mentality, I think at least for me, because I rarely pick against Lincoln Christian, the reality is all the you lost some key players. And so a lot of it's just the unknown as to where these kids, right? And you guys know what you have. But there's no doubt Lincoln Christian's right there, 1, 2, 3, in the mix of every season that they're part of, no matter what class they're in.
Yeah, their defense, 6 of the 11 starters are back, and it's going to all be anchored with that defensive line with Monzi and Torres and Rain Ragland. You've got Parker Rogers that has got he's got an offer from Navy. Monzi has an offer from Cornell. And then you have our Isaac Beisel that was our leading linebacker last year. So, and then I mentioned Caleb Peterson being so strong, he's going to move to safety. So one of the fastest guys in the States, good luck getting by him, right? So,
right.
Well, that kind of brings me to the defensive side of Lincoln Christian. You got somebody said on an article the other day, possibly the best quarterback recruit in this 21st century with the Reed kid coming from Jones. So her Lincoln Christian's defenses are going to be really good again this year. What do they got to do to stop the Reed kid?
Well, that's a great question. They only gave up 70 points all of last year. I think 3 points in district play, average, 5 points a game given up, scoring 50 a game offensively. Now, offensively, it's going to be a big question this year with Major Brooks and the group. But I will say this: they've got to get pressure on that young man extremely quick. He scored. He either scored or accounted for 50 touchdowns last year at Altus. Obviously, his dad's 2-time state champion and Coach Reed. Jamin is a nice looking quarterback. He's going to have to get rid of the ball fast. I know that because they're going to lay their ears back and go. I can promise you that. Coach Comfort, our defensive coordinator, is going to have it drawn up pretty nicely. They've got some nice receivers in Templeton boys, and then also Hunter Purvis. These guys are big time receivers, and it'll be a challenge with our defensive backs to see how physical we can be with them. But I think it all is going to run through our defensive line and our linebackers to really put the pressure on.
Well, I know one thing's for sure. Lincoln Christian's always been a lead on defense, and I don't expect anything else to change this season.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking with Doug Nelson. Go ahead, Doug. I'm sorry.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to say, I heard Don King talking about all the guys playing in the NFL. We've got from Jinx, we've got one guy that is with the Denver Broncos right now, Colby Katzis, and he's one of the best to ever go through Lincoln. One of the most athletic guys, but he's getting some special team return guy for the Denver Broncos. I mentioned this last year during the state championship. Sulphur had a couple D1 guys. We've had 4 D1 guys in the history of Lincoln Christian. I know that sounds crazy, but with the success that these guys have had, it's consistency, it's character, it's culture, and it's coaching. It's the 4 C's is what I call it.
Yeah. You say this a lot in college and high school because the game changes, players change, coaches change, but probably a little bit more difficult for Lincoln Christian. I think it'd be easier for Jones to scout Lincoln Christian because the coaching staff has been there. Now Lincoln Christian's got to have a new coach from going from a 5A program to a 3A program, a new quarterback. So do you look at Altus game film? It's so a little bit more difficult, I think, for Lincoln Christian than it would be the other way as far as scouting goes.
Yeah, you would be surprised. Obviously, they had a scrimmage with Oklahoma Christian OCS. Got video on that, and then some scrimmage stuff, some 7-on-7, and these coaches are really pretty good about sharing footage. Back in the day, you used to get 2 VHS recordings, and you'd have to exchange 2 for 2. Well, now it's just a library of Huddle, and So I will say this: so I mentioned Tuttle, I mentioned Washington. We scrimmaged those 2 schools last week. You talk about 3 quality programs, and at the end of the night, everybody that was there and all the coaching staff said, those are 3 legitimate big programs.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Speaking with Lincoln Christian play-by-play man, Doug Nelson, is so much more than that as well. When you look at the state of Oklahoma, what are some of the storylines that you're following that you're kind of interested in? Carl Albert's going to try to take down Bixby's 58-game win streak. They can do that week 6. Schools moving up and down in classification. In fact, Lincoln Christian goes down to 2A1 and Jones goes up to 3A. You guys are basically flip-flopping. But what are some of the outside of Lincoln Christian? What are some of the storylines you're looking forward to this year?
Well, one of the coolest storylines is somebody brought this up, I believe, on Scoredable on their weekly show about how many times have defending state champions with perfect records met in the first round the following year. And I believe this is the 5th time that has ever happened. That's a huge storyline in itself right there. Did you see that information?
It was, Chris Wilfong. I was at the game, came back with the information, and I knew one of the answers because it was in 2008 inside Jelsma Stadium with Guthrie and McGinnis. So I knew there was one for sure, but I learned there was a few more than that.
Yeah, I think that's a big storyline. My right-hand man, Whit Carter, he does so much for me. He's going to be my number 1 color guy this year, but he does tons of research. And, the big one was, talking about how many, even with Lincoln. I mean, guys, it's been 3 years and 9 months since we lost a game. It's like 1,359 days. Just some of these numbers are just getting astronomical, and something's got to give tomorrow night at Jones. What a great environment to play this game at. I love what they do there, the community, how they show up. It's going to be packed house for sure.
It is.
And what a great high school environment. But the stories, we don't talk a lot about the kids that we've lost. In fact, we haven't got very many over the years. In fact, I think there was one young man moved in from Rejoice, and I just can't, talk about, a lot about that because I don't even know the young man. So it seems like it's hit us harder than a lot of schools, and that's okay. But I think that's, Dawn talked about, some NIL stuff, but also just the way it is, back when we were playing 100 years ago, man, you just didn't leave schools.
Right.
And if you did, it was hard to get accepted into that school, because you were just a foreigner, an outsider. And so just the freedom for these guys to move around, it's really, it's bothersome a little bit, but at the same time, you understand if the parent feels like that's the best move for the kid, then they're free to do that. But so that's probably the biggest storylines, up and down with some of the classifications. It'll be fun to see if Carl Albert can keep that going. I know they got to go through Guthrie at some point. Guys, is the night you guys play them, is that the night they could break the record?
It's the night that they could tie the record.
Yep.
Yeah, they would be on the road at Noble to try and break that record if they can get the first 5 in the books. Yeah.
Well, they're definitely cream of the crop in 5A, and you listen to some of the talking heads around the state over the years. They felt like maybe Lincoln Christian could battle Tuttle and Elgin and Carl Albert. Maybe we have close to 60 guys out on our team, so always the question was depth for us. Our number 1s are really, really good, and then we got some really good number 2s, but how many number twos could step up if needed, in certain situations.
And I would put Lincoln Christian in this category with Bixby, Owasso, Jinx. We hear about the players moving, transferring, all that stuff. To be honest with you, teams who win a lot of people across the state are not going to feel sorry for you for those schools because they win all the time. And so that's, I think it makes it even more important within the locker room, us against the world type mentality, because no one's going, well, they've won 3 in a row. They've won this and they've done that. So no one's feeling sorry for Lincoln Christian.
Right. I always go back to consistency. I mentioned the 3-headed monster, which is the defensive line for Lincoln. But those guys, that senior group has been together since first grade. I believe they had 12 kids their first year in INFC. From the time they started in first grade till now, they've lost 2 games in 11 years.
Yeah.
And so just the fact that those guys have been together and rolled together, some of the kids that have left Lincoln, they're not what we call Lincoln lifers. They haven't been here since day one. And so whatever it is that causes a family to leave, we wish them well. But then we've got work to do, and we're going to saddle up and go to work.
Well, one last one for me. Lincoln Christian's won 3 in a row in 3A. You're out of 3A. Who's winning 3A this year? It's got to be somebody. It can't be. I know it cannot be Lincoln Christian.
I'm putting my money on Sulphur.
Okay.
I just have been so impressed calling those games over the last few years. Their coaching staff, the toughness of their kids. My goodness. They're something. And so I'm putting money on them, and then I'm also going to bet on the Dogs and Washington possibly having a showdown in December.
Be a lot of fun. Doug, appreciate your time. Definitely, I'm looking forward to our visit tomorrow. We're going to get. What time are you arriving? I know you're good at this stuff. So, what time are you arriving in Jones tomorrow?
Now, I will tell you this: we'll leave at 1:30. Load up the truck, and I'll grab a couple of my niece and one of my IT guys, and the two of them combined weigh about maybe 175 pounds, so they don't bring a lot of muscle. But I will tell you this: we'll get there by 3:00. Do not speed coming into Jones. The welcoming committee will be there, and you don't want the lights turned on when you come into town. That's for sure. But if you're going to eat, you got to do it before 10:00, because after that, everything's shut down in the town of Jones. So
we've learned that over the years.
We have.
Yeah, something's got to give tomorrow. Something's got to give, and what an outstanding first game to start on 0 week, and we're excited.
Yeah.
So you're getting there at 3. You need muscle. I'll see you about 5:00. Make sure that part is taken care of.
We should be set up by 5:00.
Okay.
And praying
5:30
like
just in case.
Praying like y'all live stream guys that the Wi-Fi is strong and we get a signal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thank you so much for your time, and look forward to visiting with you tomorrow.
Thanks, Doug.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate all that you do for high school sports. You 3 are incredible. Great human beings.
Thanks, brother.
Beings.
We'll see you tomorrow, brother.
Have a great season.
Thank you.
Doug Nelson at Lincoln Christian. I tell you, we interviewed the wrestling coach, A.B. Stokes, at the dual state. He's a great guy. And I know a lot of people probably they just see Lincoln Christian in the scoreboard, in the state championship games. I'm telling you, I've not run into a bad person at Lincoln Christian.
No, classy people.
They are very first class.
And they got the best Bulldog logo in the state.
Pretty good. It's pretty darn good.
Sulphur's pretty good.
It's good.
Sulphur's pretty good.
Oh, boy. All right.
Just saying.
All right, our third and final timeout come back. We're picking games.
Ooh.
We're picking games. First 10 games of the season coming up. We're taking your picks as well. We're all going to do it on the new High School Huddle Pick'em on the website, on the YouTube page. It is pinned. The comment is pinned. Click it, and let's play together on High School Huddle Pick'em. Coming back, third segment after this.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Here we go. Third and final segment. You know what that means. We're picking football games. First games of the season. Ronnie, Phillips, Nichols, Chris Evans with you. And we are excited to bring on the High School Huddle Pick'em. Every season we have our games and we throw them on the screen just like we are here in just a few moments. And we have to go through your comments and try to remember if Leslie really went 7-3. I mean, she says 10-0.
There's no verification.
No verification. But with the High School Huddle Pick'em, which is right there on your screen, that is our new site there. And there are the top 10 games. We're going to go here in just a second. I want everyone to have an opportunity to be able to log in. You simply do that, put your name and your PIN code, and it should remember you every time. But if it comes up like this, put in your PIN code, and it will remember you for the rest of the year. And this is going to, if you go to history on this site here, or leaderboard, you can go through week after week after week. So we'll be able to see exactly how Phil does from week to week against everybody else. And I think it's going to be a great addition.
If you're 125th, Phil, they'll be able to search and see
Why
where
is
you're
it
at.
just Phil, though?
I mean, I get
History. We're just going off of history. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, you always exclude my championship run.
And Owasso 17, is that the year you guys won that there? So
that was a good year.
That was a great year. So let's do this together. We got 172 people who signed up. Our goal was 200. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get there.
So there's people on there that, again, you got until Thursday, 6:00 to get these picks in. So just remember that. But if you haven't picked them yet, might as well just go ahead and start picking them right now as we go.
Now, when I start 10-0 this week.
So right there's your locks in 22 hours and 16 minutes. 6:00 on Thursdays.
When I start 10-0 this week,
Okay.
What do I get?
Let's first remind what happened last year.
Oh.
And just right there in the middle.
That was pretty rough.
What happened?
I wasn't trying.
Oh.
You guys told me to make funny picks, so I did. Sacrifice my pride for the good of the show. Chris came back and beat you last year?
Lost on the final game of the year.
Oh, man. That stings. I'd rather finish dead last in second.
Still stings. No, I don't know about all that.
All right. We ready to dive into this now? There are some games that didn't quite make the top 10. South Lake Carroll and Jinx. We mentioned that with Don King. Didn't want to put the out-of-state games because everyone's going to pick Jinx or hope Jinx wins it. So
a few people online that haven't been picking Jinx.
Yeah. These games are not in order by any means. MacArthur and Weatherford, a little 5A, 4A matchup will be a lot of fun. Anadarko Dibble. Yeah, Dibble with the big win last year over Davis. Anadarko, a team on the rise. All right, Phil, it's the 104th meeting between these two schools. It's the longest running rivalry in Oklahoma high school.
Hominy.
Yes.
Baker Mayfield. Hominy.
Cleveland.
Oh, Cleveland. Right.
Yep.
Cleveland. Thanks.
Hominy and Cleveland for the 104th time. Coyle, Palm Creek, Hunter, Bentonville, and Tulsa Union. Carl Albert and Newcastle. Carl Albert can't get to 59 if they don't get 54.
That's right.
That's right.
So Newcastle, new first-year head coach in Bo Bradshaw. He's the defensive coordinator. They've been bumped up to 5A for 2 years now. This coming their third year. They've been in the semifinals each of their years in 5A. So
good things.
They've done great things over in Newcastle. And some people call them South Castle. Southmore over there. So, but anyway, Salina and Woodland.
That'd be a good one.
That would be a very good one.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Salisaw and Claremore. That's a great 4A, 5A matchup there. Norman against Norman North. A little rivalry right there to kick off the season. Those are always fun. I need to start writing better. The Westmore. Trying to fight for wins.
Moore's in Moore, and then Westmore's in Oklahoma City. So
the high school is actually in Oklahoma City, South Oklahoma City.
Go with that.
That's weird. Edlum, Edmond North, Edmond Santa Fe. And we have not on here. I'm sure Hunter's going to be getting the mouthwash after us here, but Perkins and Washington not in the top 10. That will be a fun game as well.
That'll be a blowout, Chris.
You think Washington's going to?
Absolutely.
Perkins has been good over the
They
years.
have no. They're a good football team.
Yeah.
They're not Washington.
All right.
I agree with Phil on this.
Has Washington, have they won, or haven't they played in 6 straight state championships?
Yeah,
I think that's
what
right.
sport? Baseball or
Yeah,
football?
which sport are we talking about?
Softball,
Yeah.
girls basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good.
They know how to win there. They got a winning tradition at Lincoln Christian.
Culture.
It's all about the culture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doug's right on money on that.
That Norman area, because of OU, there's a lot of schools in that area that makes it a great a destination school to go to.
Norman's a big town.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Some other games. Broken Arrow taking on Arkansas Harbor. That will be fun. Putnam City and UConn is sneaky good. UConn trying to make a little bit of noise as they get bigger and better.
Yeah.
Putnam City,
They got a GM over there at UConn now.
they got a GM. Yeah, big time.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Putnam City.
Sorry. Did I say that out loud? That's my bad.
Putnam City made a big splash in 6A2. Had the big overtime victory over Choctaw last year.
Yep.
Got to find a quarterback, but they're taking on UConn. Cushing and Berry Hill. It would be a great matchup. Stillwater and Fayetteville. Another great matchup. Booker T. Washington and Collinsville. That could have been easily a top 10 game as well.
Yeah.
With Booker T. and Collinsville. Cassia Hall, Holland Hall. That could have been a top 10 game.
The Halls.
So those are just some of the games that are not in our top 10 is how we're going to kick off week 0.
All right.
All right. We gave you all the opportunity to log in and do this, and we're going to do it with you. But we're going to start with game number 10. I got to find my my cards, Phil. I got to be able to break this down for you. Okay. By the way, you like the High School Huddle logo? Made it a black background, not transparent. Doesn't it? Pops a little bit.
It does pop.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Did you give up on the mascots?
What do you mean?
We didn't use last year. We didn't show the
Well,
mascots.
whenever we pick,
That's when the mascot rolls in. Okay.
first day.
Don't
No,
look at me
I was
that.
just like-
He's scorning me with his eyes.
No, I was making sure I wasn't missing something.
No, you're fine.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
No reason to yell at me. Too early for that. Jeez.
All right, here we go. You got the
It's up.
The
It's-
picks
yep,
and
it's going. Yep.
the percentage on the
Yep.
on the app. Okay,
Yep.
we're all working here together. All right, here we go. Mangum taking on Thomas. It's the Tigers and the Terriers. Mangum, not to be confused with Magnum. Mangum.
Magna.
This is the good old Western Oklahoma showdown.
Come on now.
Former district opponents, but now Thomas A2, Mangum A1. Thomas leads this series 9-1. The lone victory for Mangum last year, 28-21. Mangum last year, perfect in the regular season, 10-0. Got beat in the playoffs, 11-1. Head coach Sam Powers continues to do great things there. And Mangum returns 18 starters from that 11-1 ball club from a year ago.
That's pretty good.
Thomas 9-2. They're one of the teams that are steady for decades upon decades. Even before I was born, they were good. Led by head coach Bob Ward in his 22nd season. He has 14 returning starters coming back. So it is Mangum taking on Thomas. I have the honors for week 0 to go first. And with the first pick of the 2026 high school football season, I got to do. I see. I'm on the app and on the pick 'em, and I picked it. I got to pick it on here too. So I got to
Pick it on there too.
I got to go here real quick. My first pick, I am going with the Tigers of Mangum High School.
It's a good pick.
Yep.
It's a real good pick. Not me though. I'm going with the Thomas Terriers to win this game. Thomas Terriers
14
to win this game.
Over 18 returns.
You know, I'm out of order. We're going to get Phil just a little bit more seconds. What percentage have people picked on the website?
On the website, it's a toss up.
I think it is.
So on the website, you have on our current pick'em right now, it is 52-48%. So you got 90 and 84.
Wow.
Mangum in the lead.
And here we are. We're split right here at 50-50. Phil's got to take us off the 50-50.
That's easy. Give me Mangum.
Mangum, the Tigers. It will be a fun, great game. And we'll get to my thoughts here in a second. So this year, K Dizzle's going Thomas 32-26. I certainly think a game like that, that type of score is a good score there. So
and out of 18 votes, 61-39 Mangum.
Mangum. So Phil possibly 0-1 to start off the picks.
You're possibly on one too.
Don't say that.
Okay.
There it is. I was just waiting for Phil's Mangum to appear there. All right, game number 9. It is the Edmond Memorial Bulldogs taking on the Piedmont Wildcats. The serious history between these two schools? There's no history. First meeting ever between Edmond Memorial and Piedmont. It seems like Piedmont was playing 2A schools last week.
Yep.
And how fast they have grown.
Yep.
And now they're 6A2 taking on 6A1 Edmond Memorial. First meeting, Memorial 6 total starters are back. 4 on offense, 2 on defense. They have a very good Memorial has a very good wide receiver in Cam Quarles. Of course, they have a halfback linebacker Colton McComb.
His brother was just named starter for Miami today.
Miami
of Ohio. Yeah, just named the starter at Miami, Ohio.
Awesome.
Yep.
And before I forget, because Chase Berlowitz, the former Cushing Tiger quarterback, is the starter at Vanderbilt.
Oh, really? Nice.
He was named the starter. Pete Thamel on ESPN tweeted out that Berlowitz will be the starting quarterback.
That's
Cushing,
cool.
Oklahoma,
He
leading
was
Vanderbilt.
he was stud.
Oh man,
Yes,
Came
he
up
was.
one game short, but he was stud. He
Absolute
crushed it
stud.
that year.
that's so cool. Good
Yes,
for him.
I love seeing that.
Good for him.
Yeah, it was the
Good for both the kids.
it
That's
was
good stuff.
Wagner with the field goal to beat
Yep.
Cushing.
Yep.
In 22 state championship.
Chris, how many
Don't worry,
starters
Coach, you'll
Piedmont
get
got
used to
back?
this.
Well, thank you for asking,
Yeah.
Phil. Well, can I have one more note on Memorial? Before we get
If
back?
you'd like.
So Memorial's non-district, they're playing Piedmont, Edmond Santa Fe, and Deer Creek. Get them while you can because later on you have Bixby, Broken Arrow, and Mustang on the schedule. So it gets a little bit, steps up quite a bit there. For the Piedmont Wildcats, they're led by head coach Jeff Hall. Boy, I've lost how many years coach has been there. He's been there for quite the while. 8-4 a year ago. He has 8 offensive starters coming back. Of course, that's a big deal when you're in that flex bone offense is the familiarity. Yes.
That's right. It's not the drink.
Familiarity.
Okay, good
of
try.
the- Finish this up, Phil.
No, I was just helping you.
Okay.
I was just helping you with the words.
Senior quarterback. So when you run the flex bones, it's very important to have a quarterback and running back in that system.
Yeah.
And an elite blocker.
And it's very important not to fall behind early.
Yes. If you're down 14-0, you might not get the ball back. If you get up 14-0, your chances are there.
Yep.
But they got a Piedmont good quarterback, Jordan Holman, and junior running back Brooks Backus. Piedmont has their non-district will be Memorial, Southmore, and Norman North. So should have a pretty good competition for Piedmont before they get into their 6A2 football schedule. What do the numbers tell us about this game, Ronnie?
Numbers say this is a 61-39 pick right now. At M Memorial's got the lead right now on the High School Huddle pick'em page.
Okay. And the second pick of the night goes to Ronnie.
Oh, I get the honors?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because we go this way
Yeah, I know, Chris.
every year.
He's learning.
It's good. In there. Again, I think M Memorial is going to be a little too much for Piedmont. Again, I'm not a believer in the system yet. I mean, even though he's been there forever and done a good job there, I got Memorial winning this game.
All right, this game is in Piedmont.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Ronnie on this. I got Memorial. I think they're guys up front. The big difference, 6A1, 6A2, in my opinion. 6 starters back for, I believe is what you said, for Memorial.
I think that's right, yeah.
But it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just there's a significant difference. Yeah. It always comes down to this, and we've said this many times. If you can get a 2-touchdown lead over Piedmont, it's hard for Piedmont to come back because of their offense. Now, the other thing to say, though, is if Piedmont gets up, it's hard to come back on. I mean, so it's really a double-edged sword.
Without seeing the running back and quarterback right now, it's hard for me to pick Piedmont because I have no idea.
We have no idea.
These guys might show out, and I'll pick them every single week.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I've got Memorial as well.
All right. And I will also take Edmond Memorial. So we all three agree on that. So congratulations, Piedmont. Probably we're unable to save the graphic. All 3 Bulldogs will get that one there. So we're not afraid to get bulletin board material. Obviously,
I've made a career out of it.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Hi, Lincoln Christian. Good to see you. You're coming up here in a minute.
Stay tuned.
Might be a lot of bulletin board material here in a minute.
There's going to be
Game number 8. This was going to be fun. It is the Wolverines taking on the Wolverines. Phil went down, got a scouting report today on Holdenville.
I did.
Yeah. Did they have a street light?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah. Things are growing.
Okay. Holdenville, 2A Division II program. Vian down to A1. This is the third meeting. Vian 2-0 in the series. The first meeting was back in 2017. Vian has played in the last 2A2 title games. Came up short, obviously, in those with Washington and then last year with Adair. So they have won a lot of ball games. Yep. I want to say, if my memory serves me right, at UCO, I think the last time they won was like 1970. I'm going to guess 71. So it's been a while for them. Yeah. They have played for so many championships, but have not been able to get over the hump. They do go down to 8-1 this year. So they got a brand new head coach this year as well. He's been a long-time assistant. Coach Lance Winus, I believe is his name, longtime assistant. He's now the head coach there. Holdenville, we saw them last year over in Adair. Very impressed. 10-2 a season ago. They got their head coaches back, obviously David Barker, and he has 17 starters coming back, including Abe Gomez. He almost led Vian to victory in Adair. He was so good that night. But he had last year over 1,600 yards and 24 touchdowns.
Good sized kids there.
Wait, Vian has how many starters back?
Vian has I didn't write it down, so I went.
But Holdenville has how many back?
17.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why I definitely had the number one to begin the season. So, Ronnie, what do the numbers tell us?
It's a toss-up. 57% say Vian's going to win this game.
Okay.
Sleeping on Holdenville.
Kenny, Holdenville. Hunter Shipper says Holdenville might have the time of possession advantage with their single wing offense. Yeah, that's exactly. That's what made Adair and Holdenville so fun last year because you better score.
Spread, and then you got the running attack.
All right. K. Dizzle goes Vian 42-28. Phil Nichols, what do you say?
I've got Holdenville winning this game. I think it'll be a competitive ball game, but I think that amount of returning starters from a really good team last year, and we saw them give Adair everything they wanted and more. They have the best sign maker in maybe all of high school football.
Art teacher.
Art teacher. Go ahead.
Like if the rail's this far, she had it perfectly timed.
She scouted it. She talked about Google Earth, everything she was using.
Commitment there is unprecedented.
Yeah. Hey, if you're in Holdenville, have the art teacher make a comment here because it doesn't be tonight, but
truly was cool. Was impressive.
It was impressive. We need the Holdenville art teacher on High School Huddle.
On as a guest. Yes, absolutely.
Make that
We'd love that. I think it'll be a competitive ball game, but I think Holdenville's got too much returning, too many players. I think Holdenville wins.
Well, if Kenny says Holdenville wins, then I'm going Holdenville.
Oh, yeah. You never disagree with Kenny.
Nope. I'm going Holdenville to win this one.
Like I said, the High School Huddle pick'em page is 57 Vian, but here on the poll we have live right now, 53% say Holdenville is going to win, so it's a true toss-up.
True toss-up.
I'll take the Wolverines in this game, Phil.
Okay, pick one of them.
I'll take Holdenville.
There you go.
The team I picked to win the state championship, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. By the way, as that populates, the first three picks that I've selected, have we all agreed? No. I have gone with the away team.
Ooh, home field don't matter?
On my three picks.
Home field don't matter.
I've gone the away team in my first three picks. There it is. All right. Game number 7. It is the O'Keene Whippets taking on the Laverne Tigers, a little 8-man football. This is fun part of the year for the small classes, B1, B2, and Class C, because they play in different classes, and then the non-district kind of gets away just because some of a dominant team in there. But this is a great matchup. O'Keene, a B2 class, and Laverne, a B1 Division I school. This is the 31st meeting between these two programs. O'Keene leads that 22-8. They met twice back in 2023, once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. Which one do you want to win, Phil?
Playoffs.
Yeah, that's what O'Keene did in the playoffs as Laverne got the regular season. Laverne head coach Matt Cox, got to meet him over the last couple of years. And the O'Keene head coach is Tanner Allen. Laverne, back-to-back runner-ups. They're ready to get that out of their system. And that's why I have them back high in my top 5. Quarterback Keaton Cox, nearly 2,000 yards, 21 touchdowns. Yes, the head coach is Cox, and the quarterback is last name Cox.
I wonder if they've met.
I think they might have met. O'Keene will have a lot of new faces this year as well as for the Whippets. All right, what do the numbers tell us, Ronnie?
67% got Laverne winning this game.
Got Laverne
on the High
winning.
School Huddle pick-em page. Get your picks in.
Get your picks in. You got till Thursday.
Got till Thursday.
Can we change our mind?
No,
we're locked in.
We're locked in.
Just like as soon as that logo gets on there, you're locked in. Can't change it.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask. Make sure.
It's a good question.
Great question.
Okay. All right. So who's picking this one?
That's you, Chris.
Back to me. Okay. I get all the tough ones.
Oh yeah, we know.
Already starting that already.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get out of the way.
Week 0, already starting that.
I had to get it out of the way.
Good Lord.
Jeez. That's Phil's. Stay in your lane. Tell him, Phil.
Stay in your lane.
Home field advantage. Give me Laverne.
Oh boy. Home field advantage. Give me Laverne.
Well, my good friend Chad Barton is from Laverne, so how can I go against Chad? Give me Laverne.
Oh yeah, I got to go back to this. I was watching. I was looking at my. You said who? Laverne?
I said Laverne. Yep.
Kenny and I think, have agreed on every pick so far.
Yeah. Any friend of Ronnie's is a friend of mine. I don't know, Chad, but give me Laverne.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but it sounds good.
Sounds good on
yeah,
the
so,
show.
it sounds good on the show.
Yeah.
And 73% of our live polls say Laverne will win this game.
Yeah.
Oh, Jared, our friend Jared, is going outside and
Oh, yeah.
going with O'Keen.
Oh.
Productions
He's
is
never
also
scared to
going
go
with
out on a
O'Keen.
limb.
No, he's not scared.
Firefighter.
Fire chief.
Well, yeah. Well, you had to be a firefighter at one point.
Oh, he's both.
Yeah.
Well, you think he's got the really nice recliner?
He's a firefighter's chief.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He's a working man.
He's got a grasshopper.
He's a working man.
I get my neighbor is a police officer. I hear all the funnies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jared's getting his best police comment in there, right?
Yes, he is.
Game number 6. It is the Marlowe Outlaws taking on the Millwood Falcons in OKC. Marlowe making the trip up. This is the 4th meeting between these two programs. Marlowe leads this series 2-1. It is the rematch of the epic double overtime 2024 state semifinal game when these teams were in 2A1. Millwood won that game 36-34. Just a fantastic ball game. Millwood's got the new head football coach this year. Darwin Franklin takes the Edmond Santa Fe job, and they bring in Mike Billingsley. He is no stranger to Millwood. He'll be just fine over there. Donnie Bly is one of the great names over there. Good football player, really good basketball player. Millwood might have had the best basketball team in a long, long time, regardless of class.
Right.
And their coach also left. Basketball coach went to Carl Albert. So tough offseason for Millwood. You lose a state championship type coach on the football and basketball side of things. They've had players in and out as well. Players come in, players go out over in Millwood this year. For Marlowe, they are led by head coach Matt Weber. The quarterback is Brandon Weber.
They've met.
Yep. And the big news for Marlowe in the offseason was former Ryan quarterback, led the Cowboys to a state championship last year at UCO, has moved from Ryan to Marlowe. Hope he moved. That's a long drive. Noah Torres. And Noah Torres was a quarterback at Ryan. He's going to be a running back and whatever they want him to be at Marlowe. So Marlowe got a lot better in that one. And we went back to the transfer move-in type deal. A lot of coaches on the college level, you might be best if you move up to 11-man. And if you're going to be a running back on the next level, maybe look at running back in high school. Yeah. So that's,
there's reasons.
There's reasons.
Yeah.
So I get behind that. So Marlowe, 10 returning starters and a very good senior class to go with that. Kelly says, Millwood is going to be good. I just think it's a tough week 1. Yeah. Productions, it's the law, baby. Give me the Marlowe Outlaws. It's the law. Give me Marlowe. I love it. Love it. Great logo out there too.
Ronnie?
By the way, Jared gave me the LOL. That could be.
Oh, no, that's tricky.
That could be.
That's tricky.
I was waiting for Chris to send it to me.
Okay.
The numbers. What do they back? What do they back up?
72% on the High School Huddle Pick'em page has Marlowe winning this
72%.
game. 72%.
Well, I didn't know it was the law either.
It's the law.
It's the law. I think Marlowe has a fun new weapon, a fun new toy in Marlowe. So I think they're going to have a really good time with him, and I think they're going to win this game.
Yeah.
Give me Marlowe.
Marlowe. Gotcha. Leslie's going Marlowe as well.
I have Marlowe as well, and they were darn good before. They get the transfer in, go play some running back, and really an athlete, do whatever they need him to do. I think it's going to be a little too much for Millwood.
All right. Kenan Phillips goes with Marlowe Outlaws. Kenan, it's the
Smart.
law.
He's smart.
He obeys the law. That's
Oh
right.
boy,
Obeys the law.
He really does. That's
I don't know what that feels like.
How about the logo? I was talking about
it's one of the best in the state.
One of the best in the state. Absolutely.
I absolutely believe that.
It's got white trees for some reason.
Yeah, we ever got a
We have,
definitive
we
answer on
have, but I
Yeah.
forgot what it was.
Yeah.
It's not to keep the squirrels off.
No, something.
I like that. Though.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, run. Oh, white. Oh, nope.
Yep. Nope.
Can't
Stay
touch
over
it.
there.
Nope.
Yep. That's right.
Not the white trees.
Yep.
All right. Game number 5. Battled the gold there. Broken Bow Savages and the McAllister Buffaloes. This game is in McAllister. Mark Rogers will be Hook Hill Stadium for the call of this one. It is 4A Broken Bow and 5A McAllister. Broken Bow leads this. Someone earlier in the chat said McAllister's won the state championship.
In 5A. Yeah.
Yeah, in 5A.
They're at a bar.
Okay, here we go. Broken Bow leads this series 17-16. It's been a fun series. Broken Bow won this game last year. It was a great game, 23-20 to snap the 5-game Buffalo winning streak. Second season for Jeff Craig over in McAllister. Started off a little rough last year, finished up really strong. 7-5 last year. No, I forgot I wrote this down. 0-4 to begin the year.
They came on.
Now, they played Broken Bow, they played Poto, they played Ada, and they played Coweta. A lot of teams are going to go 0-4.
And they got a damn good head coach.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. McAllister's non-district this year, Broken Bow, Muskogee, and Ada.
Coach is relentless. He don't care.
That's why
It's about playoffs, baby.
that's why they got 2 playoff games last year.
That's right.
Several players are back, but do lose the McKinney kid. He moved over to Washington. So
They needed help.
I'm trying to, they need help. When I think of the McKinney kid moving over to Washington, I was like, does that help Washington's football team or their baseball team more? Because he's a very good catcher as well. So Flight 23 says Broken Bow doubles up McAllister. Kenny says, give me the Buffaloes. Broken Bow love Jeff Craig, but Broken Bow this year for Opie.
Yeah.
Opie. What do the final numbers tell us, Ronnie, before we make our picks?
They got 80% of the submitted brackets have Broken Bow.
80%.
80%. Wow. What do you think about that, McAllister? 80% say that you're going to lose.
The 5A champions going down in week 0.
I'm telling you.
To a 4A program.
I'm telling you.
That's not fair. Broken Bow is very, very good.
And they got better.
Throw out the classes, yes.
This is me, isn't it?
It is.
Yes, I picked the last
Phil, yes.
Let me pull this up here. You see?
I forgot. Am I making my picks?
I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're doing good.
I'm on schedule. Okay.
You see my pick? I'm not changing it. Give me Broken Bow.
Broken Bow. And I will say this, I don't have McAllister in my top 10 right now. A few question marks, but I think they're going to be there. I think 5A is going to be a lot of fun this year.
Yeah.
A lot of fun this year.
It'll be better at 4A this year, I think.
Yeah, it's just Carl Everett's up there, but man, you got a bunch of teams right after
Packed.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just packed.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it. Yeah, it's okay. So Phil went Broken Bow. I got to go with Broken Bow. Also, Broken Bow got 2 kids over from Valiant. The West Prince kid moved over, and King Golston. He is he's committed to the University of Tulsa.
Yeah.
And to go along with Graydon Howe and the X amount of starters that they come back from a very good ball club
Very good
from a
club.
year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, Dizzle, buffs for gold. I like that. Buff for gold. Just became. Oh, good to see you, Justin. I didn't know you're on here or not. We had a lot of comments flying in here, so good to see you, Justin. That leaves Ronnie Phillips.
I'll take Broken Bow as well.
Because they are the away team.
That's because they got the best player on the field.
That does go. That does go a long ways. Yes. Justin McKinney does. We're going to wait for Ronnie's thing to come in here. We can come back to it real quick. Justin helps us out with a little bit of information here. Buffs held Graydon Howe to 19 rushing yards last year. Going to be a tough one this season. Go Buffs. So, yeah. Dallas says Lot Mack is not far behind Carl Everett as you think.
I would completely disagree with that, Dallas, but I value your opinion.
What's happening to our friend Dallas?
What's going on here?
Is that a safe word? Is his safe word in that sentence somewhere?
Okay.
They just had 3 Division I kids and it couldn't win anything.
And they're all gone.
They're all gone. I don't know. To each his own.
I will give Coach Manning. He always has them winning a lot of games,
Yeah.
but
And got to start winning the ones that matter.
yeah. So they win a lot of games in MacArthur. I'm not
Yeah,
against that.
no, nothing. Yeah. That was crazy. That was an aggressive statement. It was aggressive.
I mean, Stillwater, Choctaw, Huddle.
Carl Albert?
Yeah, still, Carl Albert's pretty darn good. I think they're even better than they were last year.
I agree.
I 100% agree.
All right. Game number 4. Get your programs. Get your rosters. You're going to need it for this game. Mustang and Choctaw. It is the 29th meeting. Oh, there goes T. Fred with MacArthur. Yeah,
Taking a shot?
No, they beat MacArthur.
Oh, yeah. We know the program.
What did we say here? T. Fred got blown out by McGinnis in the semis last year with 3 Division I players. Oh, there it is.
Bishop McGinnis, Catholic and Athletes, they had a great season last year.
They did. Yeah. Made a state championship.
Sure did.
Yep.
Guthrie did it the year before. McGinnis did it last year.
Yep.
Mustang and Choctaw. This game in Choctaw, Oklahoma. It is the 29th meeting between these two programs. Mustang leads this series 23-5.
Wow.
And have won 12 straight. Last time Choctaw won a game in this series, 1995.
How old are you, Phil? How old are you in 95?
Old.
Do the math.
I mean, not young.
I was in high school when this last happened.
I had children.
31 years ago, Phil.
I was still in my 20s.
There you go.
I was 29. Had 2 kids,
Yeah.
a couple mortgages.
It is Mustang led by head coach Lee Blankenship, Choctaw led by head coach Jake Corbin. This is another game. Is just they're coming up now. There's a few that right now I have no idea.
They're
what I'm picking.
games. Yeah.
You want big time athletes? How about Gabriel Osborne, Titus Hawk, Israel Hammonds? That's the 27 seniors. Next year you got Breck Brady, Cooper Clark, Kentrell Gaddis. When you put these two programs together, so these two teams are going to win a lot of games this year. Mustang, can they get to a semifinal?
Yep.
Can they get to a semifinal in 6A1 football? Can Choctaw get back there? They've been there, one of the top 2-3 consistent teams in 6A Division II, especially with the departure of Bixby. They have been highly consistent getting there. And a lot of players have come in to Choctaw. A lot of players have come into Mustang in all sports. So this one, that's why I say get your program, because it's going to be a lot of different names.
A lot of new names out there.
Yeah. So what do the numbers tell? Because I'm interested. I haven't looked at
Chris, this is a true 50-50.
Oh, my gosh.
At 176 picks, 88 pick Mustang and 88 pick Choctaw. So if you haven't made your picks yet, go ahead and break this tiebreaker and let's see it.
There's an interesting comment there from Schaefer.
Is that
Corey Schaefer?
Oh, boy. He was darn good baseball player. I think he's a firefighter now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Schaefer says, I'm going Choctaw, but on paper, Mustang should win this game. I've heard some interesting comments. And the other thing that I will throw in here that I did not put on my list is Choctaw got the quarterback in from Hera, Cal Whitnall, and Mustang has brought in, we mentioned this earlier, Don King, Cason Delgado. This is his 4th school in 4 years. And I've really haven't, back and forth with Muskogee, I really haven't seen a whole lot of him. I can tell you, I would put the advantage at the quarterback spot with Choctaw.
100%.
He's a great athlete, works hard. So I would definitely give the advantage to that category. As we're reminded, there's 11 guys on the field to remind us.
Well, there is. Yeah. There's 11 of them.
And then when they come off, there's another 11. And then they come off.
There's another 11.
So, but this will be a fantastic ball game. The numbers back it up 50-50.
Yeah.
And please don't tell me I'm picking first.
You're picking first.
Well, me and Cannon had been riding. Did Kenny put his, see.
Oh, yeah. Kenny's got her down.
See.
No, you're tormented.
Well, T-Fred has Choctaw.
I know. It's going to push him over the edge right there.
I'm going to go Choctaw.
Going Choctaw. Wow.
Going Choctaw. Man, it is a complete.
It's a true toss up. I think you're right when you say Choctaw has a quarterback advantage, mainly because the Mustang quarterback, he's been to 4 or 5 different schools.
Yeah.
And what's the locker room like with that?
I don't know. Yeah.
That could be what our friend said. He said interesting, heard some interesting things.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He may show up and he's not even on the team anymore.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if Mustang has, I guess they don't have to, but I mean, if people believe Mustang has an opportunity to make it to the semis in 6A1, I feel like they have to win this game. They don't have to. It doesn't mean anything.
It goes a long way.
But it goes a long way in your brain when you're playing a great caliber team like Choctaw. So give me Mustang. I'll take Mustang right here.
Yeah. I mean, Mustang, all these athletes saw all these big time 6A1 schools. So Choctaw's a little bit different though with all the D1 talent. But I'll be interesting if Titus Hawk, he's a great tight end. If he gets a little bit more attention this year, of course, it might cover him up a little bit. Gabe Osborne's back there. So it's matchup, athlete. I will go back and watch this game for sure.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. Ronnie, you've always been the smartest brother. Give me Mustang.
So I'm the only one to pick Choctaw.
Well, you and T-Fred.
Well, no, I mean.
You and T-Fred.
Out of 27 votes on our live poll.
Sorry, that was too much. I apologize.
On our live poll, 52% say Mustang's going to win.
Yeah.
Do you weigh any factor in that they're 6A1 and Choctaw 6A2?
I do.
You do. Absolutely.
With the boys up front.
Absolutely you do. Yeah, no doubt about
the
it.
big boys.
Now, Choctaw has 3-4 Division I players.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Week in, week out, they're going to face the harder competition.
And Israel Hammonds, I think, is coming over a little bit more on the offensive side of this ball.
And 6A2 is, like I said, it's 3 teams every year. So it's not in and out. It's not as competitive as 6A1.
I'll say this. If Choctaw won, I wouldn't be shocked.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
I mean, but I think the big boys up front are going to decide this ball game.
And Breck, I mean, he's a great tight end as well. You got 2 high-level tight ends. Titus Hawk, I think he's a baseball player waiting to happen. His swing is so good. That would be a fantastic ball game.
I can't wait for that one.
How many of Choctaw's 100 transfers were linemen this season? Yeah, I can't answer that, Dallas. I don't know.
Well, we had one commenter that said Mustang was looking a little rough against Union last week. Talking about scrimmage, of course. Yeah. I put absolutely no weight in scrimmages ever. Every coach in America is vanilla on scrimmages.
Wait, man, we're all over the place tonight. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good. All right, game number 3 is the Guthrie Blue Jays on the road to the Tuttle Tigers. Before I get into all the details, Guthrie wants to erase one of their worst performances in Kelly Beebe's tenure at Guthrie last year when Tuttle took it to Guthrie last year to open up the season in Tuttle.
Beat them up.
They certainly did.
Yeah, beat them up.
So this is the 5th meeting between these 2 programs. Guthrie won the first 2 meetings, and Tuttle has won the last 2 meetings in the last 4 years. Of course, the Blue Jays, a 5A program, Tuttle, a 4A program. Coach Kelly Beebe and Brad Ballard became head coaches the same exact year. So this is their 13th season here. Kelly Beebe, 109 victories. He was a coordinator for 3 state championships, took the Blue Jays to the state championship back in 2024. Brad Ballard, 127 victories, 24 losses. They've been in the state championship game 4 times since 2018. Of course, they won it last year. They have won 31. They have 31 consecutive winning seasons. Can we go ahead and put 32 down right tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So they're getting ready to go for 32 consecutive winning seasons. They are our preseason number 1 team. We have Guthrie in the top 10 in Class 5A. Now, you look at Tuttle, Cruz Campbell, gone.
Yep.
Roundsville, the running back, linebacker, he's gone as well. Guthrie had a really good senior class. That's why they made the state championship. They had a really good junior class that year. They graduated a lot last year. Guthrie likes what they have. They got their quarterback coming back. There's going to be some players that are going to have to step up a little bit this year. So this will be a fun game over in Tuttle. Just a shameless plug here. You can watch the game on GuthrieNewsPage.com. So,
Shameless plugs.
So Kenny says, sorry, Guthrie, I have to go with Tuttle. Leslie goes with Tuttle. I think a lot of people are going with Tuttle, and I think the numbers will back that up, Ronnie.
Yeah, 82% have Tuttle winning this game. That's which I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be fun. It's always cool. It's so cool when I saw Tuttle come in Jelsman, that logo in Jelsman for the first time. And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be pretty cool next week when I see that Elgin helmet in Jelsman Stadium.
that'd be
That's gonna be. It's just gonna look different.
Yeah, be fun.
It's gonna look really because you see them at UC all the time. We went to Elgin a few years back. It's gonna look different. So it's gonna be kind of cool. All right. With that, who goes?
Ronnie.
Ronnie is up. Okay. Oh, I get to go last. Okay.
Ronnie gets to offend the locals first.
Obviously, huge question mark for Guthrie this year with everybody they lost last year.
Yeah.
But I know they're happy with. I know they're maybe not happy, but they know what they work with, and they know these kids better than anybody. And the best thing they got coming back is obviously the quarterback.
Yeah.
3 years of experience now, and Dalen's got to play really, really good to win this game. They're going to have to stay healthy this year. And we talked about the junior class is how they got to the state championship this year. And again, the junior class this year isn't nearly as strong as the junior class was a couple years ago. And I think that's going to be an issue. So I'll take Tuttle to win this game at home.
With that, it's going to be interesting to look at Tuttle too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the new.
But you know what Tuttle has back? Those big boys up front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Lane brothers are pretty darn good.
Lane brothers
too
pretty
bad.
They
good.
play
Aren't too bad.
wide receiver and on the defensive side of the ball too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did, and those brothers did a real good job shut down Elgin last year in the state championship game as far
no
as
doubt.
receivings.
Yeah, no doubt.
Is it me?
It's me.
Oh, that's what I thought.
We all bleed blue, but I'm picking red this game. Give me Tuttle.
Yeah, no, we obviously do the broadcast, and we all three want the Blue Jays to win.
Yeah.
We're gonna be giddy next week.
Yeah, this isn't a Guthrie
I would-
show. This is our state show.
I hope I go 9-1.
And I got to tell you that I still have it in my memory bank, and I know Coach Kelly Beebe has that performance in his mind that has been eating at him.
Yeah.
And when we mentioned the questions at quarterback and running back for Tuttle, Guthrie, we might not know who's starting for Guthrie, but I do know they will play defense.
Oh, yeah.
They will play defense, and they started off sluggish in the first half, played a little bit better in the second half in last year's game. But, I think
and we got to remember, too, Tuttle was really good last year.
no doubt.
I mean, so they made a lot of people not look
They
good
did. Well,
last year.
in fact, they beat Guthrie, and they beat, I think, 2 other 5A schools
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I, too, will go with Tuttle to win on their home field. I'm going with the home team, home field advantage
It matters.
for the Tuttle
It
Tigers.
matters.
It matters.
I mean, we give bulletin board material to every school in the state, so might as well give it to the Guthrie Blue Jays.
I'm going first on this next pick.
And it's 90-10 on the live poll. Tuttle.
Yeah.
90-10.
Yep.
All right. Which, if you're the 10% to pick them,
Yeah.
that's the cool thing about this thing. We see the stats. If Guthrie can get the victory, we can go back. You know what? Only 10% of people pick this game.
Yep.
You'll see them at the top of the leaderboard if they have other good picks.
Then we're going to go through that, and we're going to give you K Dizzle or whoever picked Guthrie. So
What percent in the live poll?
90-10.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
90-10. Okay.
all right. Oh, Cannon picks Tuttle.
Oh, boy.
Micah James, other than Facebook, where can we watch y'all's broadcasts? We are on YouTube. Guthrie News page on YouTube.
Well, we found our 10%.
It's going to be fun. Here we go. Okay, who's going first on this first game?
I am.
Phil.
Here we go. Game number 2 in the great state of Oklahoma. It is the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs taking on the Jones Longhorns. Lincoln Christian, 3-time defending state champions in Class 3A. They're down to 2A1. Jones Longhorns, the defending 2A1 state champions. They have moved to 3A, so they have flip-flop here. State champion versus state champion. This has only happened a few times in the history of Oklahoma, that state champion versus state champion to begin the season. I know Guthrie McGinnis was definitely one of those. Guthrie won that game 21-3. I just said because we had the broadcast that night. All right, Lincoln Christian. This game, by the way, is tomorrow night, Thursday night special.
You going?
I will absolutely be there about 10:30 tomorrow morning.
Who's driving?
I will.
Okay.
Can I drive your truck?
Sure.
Okay.
Hey, I had to switch out a battery today.
Oh, I got glasses. Do you know there's paint and stuff on roads?
I told you there was.
Yeah. And there's signs.
Right?
They're colored.
The double yellow lines. Don't cross those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Lincoln Christian and Jones. Lincoln Christian, 42-game win streak.
Pretty good.
Tested right out of the gate on this one.
I love that.
Lincoln Christian, 9 shutouts. Doug Nelson was with us earlier, the play-by-play voice of Lincoln Christian.
Yep.
Was talking about that defense. They had 9 shutouts last year. He's
6 starters back.
6 starters back.
Yep.
Absolutely. Jamin Reed, 3,862 total yards, 50 touchdowns. This is a great quarterback matchup of the future. It's now.
It's now.
But they are both sophomores.
Yep.
Jamin Reed and Major Brooks, 2 big-time names that we'll be talking about that feel like they've been in high school for 27 years. That's what it's going to feel like here in a couple of years.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Lincoln has won 6 in a row, 7-2 overall in this series since 2015. And I'm telling you, this is a big-time game to begin the football season.
Yeah, big time game. 2 great coaching staffs, 2 great quarterbacks. Wow.
Before you go, Phil,
Yeah.
I'm just going to read the stats off to you to the pick 'em picks. It's a toss up, 51-49. 91 pick Lincoln Christian, 86 pick Jones. Another true toss 'em. And by the way, we did get a casting vote to pit us between Choctaw and Mustang. They went Mustang.
Okay.
So Mustang is now leading in that poll.
Very good. Yeah, 2 great coaches, 2 teams loaded with both defending state champions in their respective classes. As you said, Chris, flipped classes this year. You know, to me, when I get in a game like this, I always come down to best player on the field. I mean, that always. I think the coaching staffs are both equally great. State championship coaches on both sidelines. Man, I'm going to assume he's still wearing number 12. That's what I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
I can't pick against, as I like to say, I can't pick against Jamin. I can't. I mean, he's, according to Rivals, I think he's the 5th rated quarterback in his class in the country. 247 has him ranked, I think, the 4th best class in the country, quarterback in the country for his class. The kid's special, and some more weapons came in. Jones, tomorrow night, Jones is going to be rocking. Saying all that, I think this is going to be the best game in the state of Oklahoma tomorrow night. I think it's an incredible matchup. Lincoln Christian's defense is going to pin their ears back, as Doug said earlier, and come at number 12. Young Reed. I think it's going to come down to who makes fewer mistakes, who commits the fewer turnovers. There's questions on the offensive side of the ball for Lincoln Christian. Now they got a speedster back there at running back, sounds like, after talking to Doug.
Yep.
So it's one of those matchups that, thank God, we get to watch it, because it should be an epic ball game. But I'm going to go with who I think is the best player on the field. Give me Jones.
Jones, Longhorns, and this game, if you can't make it out there, and every media outlet that I know I've talked to, it seems like 6 guys, 6 media, and they're all going to be there.
Yeah.
It's so glad this game is on a Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Ronnie, I'll let you go second.
Huh?
I'll let you go second.
No, you go ahead.
Chris is so selfless.
I have literally thought about this game for the last few months.
It's insane.
Now I have to come down and make a decision on this game. I think someone was asking this broadcast. This game will Joan. This game's on our friend Eric Sherm's Oklahoma Sports Network. So if you go to Oklahoma Sports Network, Jones is an OSN school. So we want to be sure to give them a shout out. You can watch that game on the Oklahoma Sports Network. So, oh my gosh, I can't. I've gone back and forth on this one.
Just say it. I mean, he'll forgive you.
I think the 42-game win streak goes away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going Jones.
Wow.
I'm going Jones.
Billboard material
Wow.
everywhere.
I've seen it with my eyes last year.
yeah.
I saw it with my eyes last year. And when Doug earlier said they're going to bring the house after Jamin Reed, that's exactly what Guthrie did.
We saw that for an entire ball game.
And
Didn't matter.
I got to be honest with you. I was leaning toward Lincoln Christian going into tonight. When Doug said that, it triggered me.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what the goal was last year in that Guthrie Altus sloppy.
You guys won that game,
They did.
Well,
So
but
number 12 almost single-handedly won that game for them. Kids. Man, he's special.
Yeah.
He's a special player.
No doubt about it.
Lincoln, 3-time defending state champions.
Oh no! Listen, that's why I think it's the best game that's going to be played in the state of Oklahoma tomorrow night. I mean, I just do. I think it's going to be just back and forth, back and forth.
What's the game of the week?
You know?
Oh,
We're gonna get I got to pick.
Yeah, you got to pick.
you got to pick.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, I don't think I need to say anything else. We've kind of broke this game down from every angle. I mean, I guess give us more bullets, more material for Lincoln Christian. And this is the only time I've ever thrown these up, but go Horns!
So gross.
I gotta win this. I gotta win this, baby. I got the Cubs hat. We gotta go.
To go that far,
Lord.
though.
Oh, we gotta go.
far.
We
It was
gotta
too
go.
far.
We gotta go.
Too far.
I need this game.
You do realize Cannon Phillips is watching this game.
Okay,
Or watching this
Cannon
show.
loves his daddy. This is Jones Longhorns.
This could do it. This could
put it over
be
the top.
the immaculate
Yeah,
breakup.
it's gonna be bad.
I got Jones. Go Jones.
Oh, it's gonna be good. I can't wait to get there.
That's
I wish it was
Oh, I
right now.
can't. Yeah, I know.
You want to leave tonight?
Yeah, let's go.
And Jones gave me my real ID when every
I
tag
forgot about that.
every tag agency was closed except for Jones, Oklahoma. I had to go to Jones to get a real ID. All right. And the game of the week in the state of Oklahoma, it is the Battle of the Burbs. It is the Owasso Rams taking on the Bixby Spartans. It should be Bixby at Owasso. It doesn't matter. Bixby leads this series 7-1 in the last 4 years. Overall, Bixby leads this one 23-12-1. This also is being played tomorrow night. Yeah. I will definitely go back and watch this one as well. Yeah. This is the rematch. It is a rematch of the title game in 3 of the past 4 seasons. Bixby. 13 titles for the Spartans in 12 years.
That's pretty good.
Between these two programs.
This is pretty good.
Bixby's won 7 of the 11 of them in 6A2.
Yep.
Owasso, state champions in 2017.
That's right. That's when it all started.
And 2019.
Yep.
Drew Frankenfield.
Kid's good.
I can make an argument for the best quarterback in the state.
Yeah, absolutely can.
He came on as a youngster and has played in 2 state championship games.
He's tough.
Drew Frankenfield, 5,600 yards and 60 touchdowns. I think that's overall. Preston Carter, Isaiah Bircher, better known as Q, and Reese Madden, 3 quarterbacks for Bixby. We think we'll probably get some time tomorrow, sometime in that. I do think Q Butcher, who moved over from Jinx, and Preston Carter moved over from Broken Arrow. And then you have the old Bixby kid and Reese Madden, who's been there for a little while. So that would be interesting. I agree with Don. And I thought this just because I saw it with my own eyes last year with Q at Jinx when he came in and in the state semifinal game. And you go, wow, this kid's good. This kid's good.
Wasso's got Compton Nero too now.
Yes. How
are they going to utilize him? That's going to be great.
Wide receiver.
Okay.
Yep. Drew Frankenthal's going to be throwing to Compton Nero, who on the Division I level is a wide receiver. He's a wide receiver. He's not going to be a quarterback.
You think there'll be a reverse pass possibly to wide receiver tomorrow?
Somewhere it's going to be
We're going to
there.
see something like that.
Coach, oh my gosh, Owasso.
Blankenship?
Yeah, Coach Blankenship.
Hall of Famer Blankenship?
Yeah, I just drew a blank. We keep hearing, and this is right, we're not thinking about, Lauren Montgomery, office,
Scheme.
Watch this. I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve too. I think that'll be fun.
Remind me, in the last 2 years in the finals when these two teams meet, how many points separated the two teams?
Well, it came down to the final play.
That's right.
2-point conversion 2 years ago.
And 2 years ago, Owasso was the best team until the final play of the season.
Absolutely.
That's right. Dallas, sorry, bring that up.
Also beat them in this
right.
game
That's
2
right.
years ago.
They were massive on the offensive
And
line.
they were winning that whole game until that last play.
If the game was played on paper, Owasso.
Yeah.
If it's played on paper.
No doubt.
Oh, I just realized something.
What's that?
You get to go first.
Of course. I don't like winning. I don't get all these tough games.
Don't worry, Chris. This is the first time. This will be the only time.
Oh, yeah.
Phil's taking over this year, right, Phil?
I got the box.
That's right. Passive aggressive Chris is here.
That's very passive aggressive. Some would say completely unnecessary.
Unfortunately, I do have to delete that graphic next week.
Thank God.
Good.
All right.
Can we put Phil in the third slot? I mean, it's only right. The graphic.
Well,
I got
it needs to be updated anyway.
I got several more years on this show than you do, Ronnie. I think it's a matter of respect.
Bixby Owasso on Friday.
You're
Is
living
that
the
true?
wrong time.
Bixby Owasso Friday. Is that true?
No.
Did I miss?
Unless they moved it.
Well, now you got me second guessing myself.
Well,
Okay. Okay. I'll effort that. I thought that was a Thursday night. They always kick off the season.
yeah.
It's always the first game of the year. Okay. We'll double check that. Dallas could probably tell us right off of that. Let me look it up here. So, okay. Chris Evans. Preseason, I have Broken Arrow number 1 team.
That's right.
That's right. You got Bixby number 3.
I have Owasso number 2.
You do.
I have Bixby number 3.
That's right.
So everything that I built
That
up,
means you got Jinx number 4.
Jinx number 4.
Last time you did that, Chris.
Love Jinx.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, I got to take the Owasso Rams if I think they're the second best team in Class 6A1.
Taking Bixby.
I am taking.
Do you want the stats?
Yeah.
You might,
Change
this
my
might
mind.
change your mind.
Change my mind.
Might change your mind. 88% on the High School Huddle pick-em page has Bixby winning this game. 88%.
88%.
88%.
That's absolutely
On the live
crazy.
poll, 77% have Bixby winning this game.
So we've been go back.
Oh, it is Friday night because Owasso wanted to play at home instead of TU.
Okay.
Okay, so it is Friday night. Thank you guys. I did not catch that memo.
I didn't get it either.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Friday night, Bixby and Owasso. Ooh. Don't want to agitate Lauren Montgomery. We play this game every Thursday night. Now you're moving it to Friday because you want to play at home.
Now
What are we
you've
doing
offended
here?
me.
There's 12 extra trick plays.
Could that be a little gamesmanship by Coach Blankenship?
I mean,
So Owasso's the home team. Yeah, give me Owasso. Give me the
the
Rams.
Bixby hate continues for Chris.
It does.
I'm in the minority on this one.
You are, and you will be again. Give me Bixby.
You took Bixby?
I took Bixby.
Bixby.
Ronnie went Bixby.
Well, can I make my pick first?
What about that? Oh, this is my pick.
Jeez, he just I mean,
Oh, I get the
he
change.
is such an individual.
So
No team player whatsoever.
such a baby.
Well, we did go over programming production.
Yeah.
We did. You weren't here.
You weren't here, so he wanted to grab the helmet. So
Okay, well, that's fine. Give him his moment. I'm going to need that. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams.
we're debuting the Bixby helmet tonight, and only Ronnie is picking the Bixby Spartans on this panel.
Doesn't mean I don't think they're going to win the state title.
That's crazy to me.
It's only week 0.
That's crazy to me.
Doesn't mean I don't think they're going to win the state title.
It's just in my mind. Bixby, like, we don't need bulletin board material.
You're like,
We're fine.
Do you even
That's
know we?
cute.
I guess
That's
they,
cute.
they kind of know we exist. They sent us a package last year. But
Yeah.
That's cute. No.
Yeah.
We all respect Bixby like everybody does. I mean, they're a great program, but there's just some questions, right? And,
Sure,
I mean, just some questions this year. There's been questions in the past, and they go out and win state titles.
And ultimately, this game means nothing. Just mentally, it
It's-
does.
Well,
later on,
I don't even think mentally for Bixby it means. I think Bixby and Owasso both. I know it
it's
does.
a big four.
They want to win it,
yeah.
but what I'm saying is, whoever loses, they're not going to fold their tent and say, "Gosh, all of a sudden we're not a good football team." I mean, they're going to be fine either way. But this is a game that's great for the fans. It's great for the fans.
Well, we're back. Kenny says Chris has been out in the sun for too long.
Oh boy, that okay.
There it
about
is.
Phil?
There we go.
K Dizzle's got Bixby 49-17.
Well, that's crazy.
Here's an interesting nugget here from Dallas. Bixby has never beat Owasso at Owasso Stadium.
wow.
I think on paper, Owasso's the favorite. If you just look at skilled kids and just, if you would project players forward. Now, Bixby's got a bunch of D1 recruits too. Don't get me wrong, but I just, for some reason, I'll take to me, it comes down to the quarterback position.
Plays a big part.
Plays a big part for me. And, Coach Blankenship, he's pretty good, guys. Won a lot of big games. Pretty good.
Got a good defensive lineman coming
Yep.
over from Booker T. Washington. Dallas also adds, throw this up here. I love my guy Drew, but Bixby's going to win. So, that's it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's Friday night, Friday. So everyone's going to be at Jones Lincoln Christian. That's why everyone's at Jones and Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, makes sense.
More so than what was going to be. It was going to be more anyway. So,
hey, but after that, thanks a lot for the helmet, though, Bixby. We really do appreciate it.
a big thank you to Tony Wilson on the High School Huddle softball show, able to delivered today to the studio.
Yep.
He worked behind the scenes. He had a little direct line to Bixby. So I think we got something else possibly coming next week as well.
Possible, yeah. I heard.
Coach Blankenship, Wasso, you're on the clock.
My friend Jared Gallagher. I mean, if I picked a Wasso, maybe I can get a little Wasso swag. So no, we appreciate everything there, and
don't forget on the High School Huddle Pick'em page, you guys got them in there. Make sure you put submit.
Oh wait, do we have your picks? Do we have to put a number down?
Yeah, that's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, you for the
total
for the Pick'em. You got to, and this is what we've been referencing here. Right here is what we've been talking about. So if you want to play all season long, you don't want to miss a week, this is the time to do it. The link to this site is pinned in the YouTube comments. So please click that. It's free to play. It's free to do all season long. And someone's going to have a lot of bragging rights at the end of the year. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's been fun doing it with Phil and Ronnie on the show, but it's going to be even better.
Very bottom, Phil.
Very button. Yeah, the big yellow button.
The big yellow button.
Yeah. And the good thing about this Pick'em site is that there's two different leaderboards, Phil. So there's a leaderboard that will just track us three so people can compare. And then there's another leaderboard that everybody's
put it out there in the Publix.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That was a request.
You son. This isn't fair at all.
It'll be very, very fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right. I thought we might be able to go 2 hours, maybe 2.5, but here we are at 8:42. So
under 3, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. So big, and we went through a lot of stuff last week. So if you want more go a little bit deeper,
we did a lot state championships last week. That's all in that last week's
last week's show. So next week, more games to pick from, and we're going to talk about stats, strategy, what teams did right. So we are here. The football season is here. So a big thank you to Don King for joining us on tonight's show. And also a big thank you to Doug Nelson as well join us. 2 great guests to kick off the season. We're expected to have Jordan Davis of the Oklahoman with us next week.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to everybody join us this year. Thank you, High School Huddle site manager. He says, great show. Kate Izzle, thought on the Iron Hands, you follow. Yeah.
Great name, though.
Yeah, great name. All right. For Ronnie Phillips, still Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. We'll talk to you next week on the High School Huddle.